Alright, so we left off on a pretty fun note last time.
Iwena's in the player list. Down the bottom.
Yeah. Fun.
I get the feeling Toby's going to agree with Amaranth and myself about what happened.
Yeah?
Well,
Okay.
he was miffed, is what his words were, but he understood.
Also, I apologize for the audio last time. If any of you watched the recording, the audio was
It's
bad.
fine. It's all fine.
I figured out what the problem was, so hopefully that won't happen this time. But
Yay,
we'll
my new
see.
token.
That being
And
said,
Petra.
let's see, who does not actually have inspiration? I think everybody has it right now, right?
You gave me inspiration at the start, and I just haven't used it, like, at all.
Alright, anybody want to do the recap?
I got it.
Alright.
Having
Short
completed
summaries.
our whole thing in the dungeon, we decided on our wagon upgrades, spent a day in Bellow still to, find some form of work to do on our travels and get ready. Set out. The travels were relatively uneventful. Eventually made it to Segi, where we had a box that we were transporting that Amaranth and Windsar had set up before we left Bellow that they proceeded to lie a shit ton about. And yeah, there was a whole bunch of tension because they were like, oh, this was some big secret, but there was nothing that actually indicated it was a secret. They were just being like, we thought you would think it was strange, so we didn't say anything. But it turned out to be, ex-slaves, and one of them was the person Petra was looking for, so that was a good thing.
Well, wanted to look for her. She wasn't actively looking for her until she found out.
And, that's kind of where we left off.
Yep, you decided to hex me, and then wanted to try and threaten me with an Eldritch Blast. And then...
Yeah, because you pulled out...
And then you were stopped by Petra.
You pulled out the Void Journal. And I was not going to risk you writing something stupid in the Void Journal.
You hexed me first, which then made me take out the Void Journal, which is then when you threatened me with the Eldritch Blast.
And all the tiny violins
was
started
never-
playing.
Which was never blasted because
Yeah.
Petra got in the way.
Yep, canonically, the Eldritch Blast did not fire.
No.
But yeah, so...
And that Void Journal is a hell of a lot more dangerous of a weapon than an Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, well, don't hex
Yeah,
someone who was-
maybe not to us, but definitely to the people that were behind Amaranth.
Anywho, so, yeah, we left it off with her you walking away. That's all great fun. I do like to add, I don't know why everyone's getting mad at me like I'm the only one who did this.
Oh no, New's mad at Windsar too. Especially since Windsar wasn't whatever. But especially since, Windsar was claiming, she can't keep secrets or any of that bullshit. Name one other time that happened. Plus, this wasn't even a secret. It was we thought you would think it's weird, so we didn't say anything.
Okay, we'll start with the hag, and you're negotiating with a hag. Well,
That wasn't a secret.
Didn't show a secret, but it did show naivete. Let's see. The time at the college, at our hometown. The time with the wolves.
Alright, let's just say it's Windsar's opinion and move on. Let's not make this into an
let's-
actual issue.
Let's not argue about this. Let's have fun, you guys.
Yeah, well, I've walked off, and then I've walked off the opposite way that Nia has walked off. So that's where we've kind of gone.
Yeah, we
Alright.
we left off with us basically bunking down for the night.
Yep. That being said, if you all look at your character sheets, you have a moment to level up before we get into everything. You should all be exactly level 6. In Toby's case, I'm guessing probably just wait for him to get home, unless you want to like do it over text.
He most sadly won't be able to answer his phone because it's not phone on him.
Yeah, I figured. But
Yeah,
he can just level up when
What's
he
it
gets
doing
back.
on 6?
exactly. He'll be fine.
Path feature. Oh, that's what.
Okay, so, you stalk off. Where do you go?
Probably just in towards town because we're like kind of at the edge of town, so he just leave in towards town to, I don't know,
Goddamn.
find an inn or something random. I don't even know if she's going to sleep tonight.
Okay.
Rip.
Where did Amaranth run off to? Just out into a field?
Yeah, pretty much like fully away from town to get some time to herself.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what is Petra doing?
Petra's gonna ask one of the monks if there's anywhere she could just light off some steam. Perhaps maybe with a few logs or something.
So the monks direct you to the log pile outside and say you're more than welcome to chop logs. They can always use more firewood. And what is Windsor doing? He just got his tattoos enchanted.
Yeah, he's going to go and help the monks with getting the refugees settled and helping as he can.
Oh, okay. So it's gonna be just a bit of a wind down night, it sounds like. Alright. So, that being said, you said you were looking to see if maybe there's an inn or something?
What time is it? It's like just early or kind of mid-afternoon, right?
No, it is actually evening.
Yeah, we got here at late.
Okay, yeah, she'll just kind of wander around, see if she finds anything interesting in terms of, I don't know, inns, shops, whatever. She's kind of just moving without too much of thought as to where she's going, just
Okay.
going.
Alright, so that being said, it is getting late at night. After Windsor helps, is he going to be looking for a place to sleep in the monastery, or is
Yes.
he going to go looking somewhere?
No, look at the monster. Yeah,
Okay.
maybe.
So anybody that's staying in the monastery, you'll have free food for the night, so you don't have to worry about spending money on food. And you'll have a free place to sleep, so you don't have to worry about any sort of upkeep fees or anything like that. Anybody that's going to sleep through the night, if Amaranth comes back and goes to sleep, that's fine too. If New does the same, that's fine. But anybody that goes back to the monastery to go to sleep can do so now. Take a long rest if you need it.
Cool. Well, during the night,
Mhm.
Amaranth is now going to write her name in the book to try and remember who she is.
Okay, so the incantation that you came up with?
Yeah.
Okay. Write the incantation in chat.
Mm-hmm. Just writing my name. Okay. Make sure all the spelling is correct. You need to roll.
Okay. So in that case, I need you to make an Arcana check.
Sure.
And the whole of everyone now remembers, and trouble for everyone now.
Could be. Could also mean allies. Don't know. With a 23, you see the words on the page begin to burn like they did before. And at first you notice that all of the words except the name are burning off. The name remains there for a moment, almost shimmering in place. But once all the other words have burned off, it becomes clear that the reason why it didn't burn off initially is because it was pulling the ink from the page to exactly match what was written there. And then it begins to burn, eventually turning into smoke and drifting off the page. And as the last drop of ink leaves the page, your entire and complete memory returns. Everything that had been erased before is no longer erased. You remember every part of your hunt to retrieve the Void Journal, the years of being chased by the cults, and the fact that when you actually went to get the book, the person that you took it from, you did not kill them. You attempted to, and they had escaped. And the person that had the book when you came for it was Morvir Malzak, the leader of the cult. So you have seen his face, and he has seen yours.
Cool. Cool. Wow.
That being said, you also remember, obviously, all of your family history and your childhood, as well as every other memory that you would reasonably have.
Cool.
Which means it's time for you to switch character sheets.
Yes, it is.
So let me just go ahead and...
Oh my god, now she's a paladin.
So before you can completely switch, you need to go into your user configuration. At the bottom left, you need to right-click where it says Bex, and then go into user configuration. You need to release your character, and then you need to select your new character, which I believe I gave you ownership of, but let me double check. Yes, you should have ownership. So you should be able to take that as your character sheet now.
I think we did it. And then I guess save configuration. Token.
Yeah, so you want to select the character sheet and then hit save configuration, and it should save it.
Okay.
There you go. Alright, and let me drag your token here. There you go. Alright, so we're probably going to have to swap out a lot of tokens later, but that's fine. Worry about that another time.
She looks exactly the same.
Yeah, well, I mean, her appearance didn't change, only her memories and all of those things.
Yeah. I mean, I don't look like the character token anyway. But...
Yeah, it's a placeholder.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm reading the name like Bologna.
My Bologna.
I know there's no G in there, but my brain's going Bologna.
Yeah, I specifically asked her how to pronounce it.
Yeah.
Fried Bologna and peanut butter sandwich.
I wanted to make sure that if it was spoken to her prior to her actually like revealing it, that whoever spoke it actually spoke it right. So that's why I had to make sure I knew it. But yeah, so you now have all of your memories back. What are you going to do for the night?
She'll go back and sleep. Pretty much.
Okay.
That's our plan.
All right, and what is Niu doing for the night? Just going to continue to wander around?
Yeah, find an inn or something. I don't know.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Ooh.
Okay. You do eventually find the rather small inn. It's right here. It's a large building compared to the average building around you, but as far as inns go, it's a fairly small inn. That being said, everybody gets a long rest. We're gonna fast forward to the morning. I'm also gonna unpause the game here.
I'm going for my bestial soul for today, for my long rest. I am going to take, when I jump, I can make a strength athletics check to extend my jump by a number of feet equal to the check's total. And
Nice.
I can make this special check only once per turn.
Got the big hops.
That's right.
Yep.
That's good. Once we go down in the sewer to get the turtles.
All right. That being said, you all wake up. I assume you have breakfast when and where you can.
Petra's gonna have a
no.
rather small breakfast.
You will have to pay 2 silver for your breakfast and another 2 silver for your stay at the hotel or the inn.
Alright.
So, first thing in the morning, you've all woken up. You've all had something to eat. Niu has eaten at the tavern there. Everybody else has eaten at the monastery. What's the plan for the day?
First of all, I'll tell everyone that I remember everything.
Okay.
Petra will just kind of narrow her eyes at Amaranth and then
Yeah.
proceed to ignore her.
Okay. So some things have changed, just to let you know. I no longer have wild magic. So I'm not a wild magic sorcerer. I'm now
Obviously, easy for you to say.
Yeah, I know, right? Shut up. I'm now a shadow magic sorcerer.
That is correct.
Shadow magic. What's
What other lies are you telling us?
what
And then
handbook?
Petra will get up and walk away.
Petra salty.
Well, her personality's changed as well, so she's a lot more callous, so she doesn't really give a shit about what Petra thinks.
Oh, I thought you said her personality changed. But metagame, shadow magic. That's player's handbook. Is that,
No,
culture?
I believe that is.
I think it's Tasha's.
Tasha makes sense. Okay,
Not
just like to.
No, it's Xanthar's guide to everything.
Oh, really?
Xanthar?
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Mhm.
I knew it was something like that. Alright, what's
That was
Niu doing
better,
this
yes.
morning?
I mean, once she eats, she'll just go leave and head out to see if there's anything around town that's of interest. Since
Okay.
we're there and she's not keen on going back yet.
Okay, is she looking for anything in particular?
Shops, guilds,
Ooh, we've got to drop
anything that might offer, more work or something that they can do since the wagon's now empty.
Okay, so you do notice that, well, actually, perception check first. Let me do that.
You notice you need to make a perception check.
Yes, you notice that you're trying to notice things. With a 17, yes, you do find that there are a couple warehouses in town that do have products that need to be moved to other destinations. Some of which you can obviously purchase yourself and resell later.
Right. And
there
luckily, it's
is-
not a full moon, so they haven't changed yet.
Exactly. But
But
there
we still
is
need to
a
read.
warehouse here, and a warehouse here, and another warehouse here. And those 3 warehouses essentially are storage facilities for all of the farmland. So you'll mostly be able to purchase only edible goods there that can either be sold by you or that they've already sold and need shipped to specific destinations.
All right. Having found one of them, Neil will go in and try and determine if there's anything that they might be interested in buying and selling, and also determine, what kind of profit there might be in just transporting something that's already sold.
Okay. So you go and you start to inquire about this, and you come across somebody that is essentially like a clerk, and they pull up some paperwork to see what is and is not available to be shipped. And what they have is they have a few deliveries. One large delivery is going to Terlura, which is on your route, and that particular one would net you 5 silver. It would take up half the storage in your cart, I believe. Let me double check. Your wagon's here, okay. Yes, so it would take up half of your cargo capacity because you have 500 capacity. Well, 505. So it would be 250, so it takes up just under half of your cargo capacity. That would be 5 silver. They have another one that's headed back towards Byralia. It's heading in the complete opposite direction of what you were heading. That one will pay 8 silver, and it has 300 weight, so you would not be able to take both jobs at once, obviously. And then as for buying and selling goods, they do have, is specifically only wheat is available at the moment. However, it's 1 copper for a single sack of wheat, and if you were to resell it, it could potentially be obviously more than that. Let me double check. If you were to sell it, let's go like that. So yeah, so you could potentially sell it for 2 or 3 copper, which would essentially double your input, but obviously it's a very small amount. You would have to get quite a lot of wheat to make a large profit off of it.
How much wheat would we be able to carry, though?
So the amount of wheat that you would be buying from them, because you buy in bulk, you buy it in sacks of 50 weight. So at 505 capacity, you could carry 10 of them, which would essentially, if you were to double that, you would be able to make a full silver off of reselling the wheat.
Alright, so the other thing is obviously better. She will inquire as to if the contents of what they would be, or the one that's heading towards Terlura is, and like if it's perishable or something, so that she knows if they need to like make haste.
So wheat is sensitive to the weather. Not to the temperature, but to the weather. If it gets too wet, then it can spoil. But as long as it stays dry, then it can stay, as long as obviously it doesn't get stolen or something like that, then it can stay in the back of your wagon almost indefinitely. The only thing you have to worry about is storms.
So the one going to Terlura is just wheat?
Is just wheat, yes.
Alright. I guess she'll set that one up for us to, come by later to collect and
Okay.
transport.
Didn't even talk to the rest of them.
She said set it up for later, so she hasn't actually done anything. She's still waiting. You gotta give her credit. She said setting it up. So she's not jumping the gun on you. Okay. So you go ahead and say that your party's probably interested in this one. You'll be back later to confirm and to pick up the goods. And then while you're doing that, what is Windsor doing?
Getting the horse's saddle, getting everything ready to go. We still have the objects and the satchels to deliver. Wasn't there one delivered here and then some more out?
Did you write it down?
I didn't. Not my job.
What was this?
The satchels. The sealed satchels. You were You were saying something.
They were
about
going
that.
to Turlera.
So there was 2 here in Segi. I remember. We had some in Segi. Where is mine?
And then there was another delivery for Turlera, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, so Segi, Talura, and then there was Vigiano was another place.
Yep. Which is on the road to Turlera.
Yeah, that's where I wrote it down. Booyah.
Good. Alright, so... What's Windsor doing? You just getting the horses ready? That's it?
Getting the horses ready to thank the monks for the hospitality and just waiting for New and Jade to... not Jade, Petra to decide what they're going to do next.
Okay. Then... What is Bellona doing?
She'll just be walking around. She might as well get her horse ready, or if no one else has dropped off the stuff, the satchels, she'll drop off the satchels to the people that need to be dropped off to.
Okay. So you take the packages to go drop them off then?
Yeah.
Okay. Perception check. You have no idea where they need dropped off. So you can wander aimlessly around town, or you can attempt to find more information on where they need to be delivered. But as it stands, you currently look around and you're like, I don't see like a UPS store anywhere, so...
Yeah, I'm totally try and see if I can find out more information.
Okay. Where are you gonna look?
See if there's like a town hall or something along those lines.
Okay.
Smaller towns, there might be something there with like a kind of center where maybe people kind of gather and stuff like that. See if there's anything there.
All right. So, as you look around the town, you notice that there is a church. It's not super big. It's not super small. You notice that there is what appears to be either some sort of noble's castle or a fortified building of some sort. And other than that, it looks like it's mostly just farmhouses and warehouses.
Cool. I'll go to the castle, I guess.
Okay. So you go there, and as you approach, a guard stops you, and he goes, "Hey, what's your business?"
I've got these 2 satchels to drop off. I don't know where I'm going.
Right, you want to go around the back, and he just points you. You can see a path that leads off to the side. It goes around the building.
She just walks off that way.
Okay, so you go around that way. You walk for what seems a long time because it's a rather large castle, but you do come to a large door in the back, and next to the large door is a window where you can see somebody is just sitting at the desk there.
I've got these 2 satchels to drop off.
Okay, so you go up to talk to him?
Yeah.
Okay, so you go up to talk to him, and you go drop off the satchels, you pull up the saddlebags so that they can be open, and he takes them through the window, and he says, "One moment," and he takes off, comes back, only about 5-10 minutes later, the saddlebags are emptied, and then he hands them back to you, and then he reaches through and he hands you your money.
Cool. I'll count and make sure the money's correct.
Yep, it is exactly the amount that you were promised. Do you remember how much you were promised?
Yes.
Good.
I wrote it down. I wrote 7. Oh, that was 7. It was 7 packages that we could deliver, but we only delivered 6, and it was 5 silver pieces per saddlebag.
Yes, correct. Okay, good. I just wanted to see if you remembered. Yep. So you managed to get there, find the guy, drop off packages, and get your 10 silver pieces.
Cool. And she'll just grab the coins and then just walk off. Grab
Okay.
the satchels with her.
All right, Petra. What's Petra up to?
Petra will ask the monks if there's any way she could help with any of the people, and if not, she'll just go out to find a shop.
Okay. So the monks themselves are only in need of medicine to help with people that have, gotten sick, especially from being cooped up in a box for long periods of time, things like that. Unfortunately, Petra doesn't have any of the necessary skills that they would be needing to take care of people that are in the refugees situation. So in that case, you said that you were going to go off and look for shops and things? Is there anything in particular she's looking for?
She's going to look for somewhere that sells clothing.
Okay. Perception check.
Let's get this fucking nat 1. Do it. Do it. Damn it!
Nat 20. Okay.
Flute music intensifies.
Yeah. You just suddenly hear boss music. The clothing monster appears. So, you got a nat 20. Awesome. So, you basically figure out the whole town really quick, which is great because you immediately identify that there aren't any good clothing stores in the town. It's all pretty basic. There, at most, there's the general store. They have some clothes, but it's really just essentially burlap and linen. Although she threw away most of her clothes, so I guess she needs something to wear, right?
No, she only threw away the scale mail. She still has her clothing.
Okay, cool.
She's just looking for some other clothing.
Yep.
She threw away the buckle, specifically.
So there's essentially just farmers' clothes available. This is very much a small town.
With a huff, she'll just head back to the fucking temple and start chopping wood again.
Alright. More wood chopping.
Yeah, there's gonna be some rather loud yelling. Yeah,
just
she's
angry wood chopping?
Yup.
I'm so angry.
Big Angie. Alright, back to Windsor.
Okay. Oh gee, what to do in a small farm town? Oh wow. Any hoedowns going around? Let's see, shindigs.
Not this early.
Ratatouilles. Oh no, I guess. I'm just gonna, once my work with the horses and everything is done, I'm just gonna walk around the town waiting for. No, that's not a good idea. Let's see. We already lost Petra. We already lost New. We already lost Belladonna. No, I'll stay with the horses.
Okay. So you're just continuing to take care of the horses. All right. Then what is
Carmen
your...
I start playing poker with the horses.
Carmen would 100% call Bologna.
I believe that. Alright, so, what's New doing now?
Having, been to the, warehouses or whatever, she'd just continue about to check for, shops or anything, but we already covered that. There's nothing really there. Assuming she does find the general store, she might pick up, a few extra rations, but that would be it.
Okay.
And then she'll...
If you want to pick up some rations, you certainly can. They do have some for sale. They are, I believe, 5 silver apiece for a ration. And it's a day's ration, so it's enough to feed you for a full day.
5 silver apiece, damn. Make me do math.
However many you want to buy. You can make it easy on yourself and just buy them in pairs. And that way it's just counting on gold.
Yeah, I'm just gonna buy 8, because that'll drop me down to an even number of gold again.
Alright, sounds good. So, she grabs some rations, and then what?
So you went from 4 to another number, and that's an even number?
She means an even as in a 0 or a 5.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, on my gold count, yeah.
Yeah.
There's not even, Dan.
Seeing as that there's not a lot going on in town, I guess she'll head back and try and find, like, Petra or Toby.
Okay. The two that she's not mad at.
Well, she can't be mad at Milana. She doesn't. She didn't do anything. It was all Amaranth.
It was all that other bitch, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't give a shit. Fuck you.
Alright, so you head back to go meet up with everybody. You find them pretty much exactly where you left them, apparently, because nobody's doing anything today.
I was gonna say, what's her face left? Came back. Everybody left and came back.
Petra's just laying her anger out on some poor logs.
I mean, there's so much to do in this town. Come on.
So assuming she finds, like, Petra or Toby, she'll let them know that, she found some more stuff that they can carry now that they don't have some lie of a box in the back of their wagon that's headed towards Terlura, so it's already on their route.
Petra will give you an unamused look before going back to wood chopping.
Using the dog house. Or the
Everyone
dino
got
house.
from Toby, apparently. Yeah.
Alright, so, what are you guys gonna do?
I'm gonna go back to the horses. That's my plan.
Once Petra's done laying her anger out on some logs, she will ask the monks if there's anybody that needs transport out of here, possibly south.
While they definitely appreciate the offer, people don't generally leave the sanctuary for a long time. They kind of hang out there. A lot of them are in hiding because obviously they can't go home because that's where they were taken from. Chances are they'll just be taken again. So a lot of them are looking to just start over. They are nice enough to point out that if you notice, there are a lot more workers here than the farms necessarily need. And that's because a lot of people actually restart in this town. Like, this is mostly a community of escaped slaves from other countries.
Now we've become Petra's Greyhound. Okay.
Exactly. But no, so there's nobody that needs transport anywhere at the moment.
Petra will nod and then walk over to let you know and let Balana know. But no, I'm gonna call her Amaranth for now because she doesn't know shit.
Yep, she doesn't know.
She ignored Balana. But she'll let them know that we can take the wheat.
And if Petra says her own name, she'll just repeat her new name. It's not Amaranth, it's Banana. You know that. I told you.
Was the wheat already threshed? Was the wheat already threshed?
I have no idea.
Okay, so is the wheat in stock form or is it just the seeds?
The bag of wheat. So I would assume it's just the grains.
Okay. When you thrash the wheat to separate the wheat from the chaff.
Yeah. It's just the wheat. It's already cleaned up and processed.
Which actually, what originally the flail was for is to actually.
Well, in
thrash.
any case,
Anyways.
Petra will drag you towards the wagon and then get the wagon to go to the warehouse.
Okay. In that case, let me add some wheat to the cargo here. Let's see the weight. That is... There we go. Because for some reason, you can't set it to not count in tonnage. Which is dumb. So, there. You now have
Quarter
a
ton?
half-loaded
Wait.
wagon of wheat.
Eighth a ton? Okay.
Alright, so, you guys go, you pick up the wheat. Then what's the plan? Also, what's Toby
Well-
doing in all this, now that I think about it?
Well, I think he just
Cooking. He's cooking because he needs more cooking points.
Yeah, I mean, if they didn't have dinner, well, I think it's pretty awkward. So he's just kind of like, knowing him, he's just like, I don't understand what the big fuss is about now. He's over it. He's just like, whatever. And Miss Woolley would have just hanged out with Windsor and the horses.
Yeah, that sounds like him.
You know, he's like, I don't care anything.
Once Petra gets the wheat, she'll go back to everybody, gather them up, and say, "Let's head out."
Yeah, Windsor and Toby talk about this new Bellana chick is much more attractive than the old Amram.
Shut the fuck up.
Alright, so we know what Windsor's into. He likes the mean ones.
I mean, not
Alright.
like Milana's any better.
Well, I
Alana
like
is the mean one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Amaranth was a lot nicer. She wasn't.
I mean,
like...
come on, a dominatrix that looks like a devil? Ooh, wow.
Alright, so we know what you're into, Kinky. Alright.
Damn.
Yeah.
I won't
Okay,
kink
well,
shame.
let's
Alright, that being said,
just go.
you guys are hitting the road then, right?
Yep.
That's my kink. My kink is being kink shamed.
Yep.
You disgust me.
We are heading out. Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Alright.
Shut
So,
up.
That wasn't for
in
you,
that
that was
case,
for Bellana. Ooh, 9.
What the fuck?
Oh!
well,
We're gonna do
today's your
combat.
day.
Yeah, until we get in combat, and then she's gonna roll for shit.
Alright.
Did
Let
you send it to
me
the right person?
do what?
I don't know, those look
Oh,
like,
you know what?
European trees.
You know what? It has your old token here. Let me fix that real quick.
What the fuck?
You just need to grab a new token for her, period.
Well, I have a new token for her.
Yeah.
Let me just do this real quick. Hold on.
That's 2 nat 20s. What the fuck?
Yep.
What are you gonna do when you actually had to stop combat at some point?
I'm just gonna fucking nat 1 twice
Pretty much,
in a
yeah.
row.
You've used all of your luck. You have no more. It is game over.
That's not how that works.
Yeah, no, sorry. That's
Alright.
not what the D&D
I have
works.
to listen. I have to nat 1, and then I have to nat 1 again to fail shit.
Right.
Wait.
For now, just roll a d20 for me.
CC.
But it should be fixed now. It should automatically request you do it. Let's see. Alright,
I mean,
so you guys hit the road from Segi. Are you still headed towards Terlura?
Yep.
Okay, so you travel on. The first part of the day is no big deal. Nothing too crazy seems to happen. You do eventually come to a split in the road where you can turn south towards Calais, or you can continue on towards Terlura.
I mean, we continue on.
Well, we need to go. We need to stop off at that in that town.
Toronto.
Vignano is a ways down the road.
Oh, sorry, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, I'm just happy to carry
Okay.
on.
In that case,
Petra will turn to the rest of the group and say, we can get a ship from Calais and possibly cut half of the journey
Half of what journey?
to Tulura.
oh, depending on the cost, yeah, that'd be great.
Well, there's town between here and Trillera that we need to stop at for the
Yeah, there's another port that has a road to the town.
You would have to go to Pina.
Yeah, the Piano.
Yeah.
Piano.
The
Peanut butter and jelly.
Pino Dutano. You'd have to go to Pino Dutano, and from there you would have to go all the way up to Cesagna. Then from there you would have to go north on the road, then go backtracking towards Segi to hit Vignano, and then backtrack again and go up towards Torlura.
Petra's remembering her journey that she took, and she landed in Cali.
Yeah,
Got
she
it.
did. She did do that, but that's
Wait,
not
was there
the
someplace else
efficient
that you
way.
wanted to go?
Alright, so, that being said, you guys decide to continue on, yeah?
Yeah.
Aye.
Okay. It sounds like everybody's saying yeah. So,
Yeah.
you continue on, you pass a few other crossroads, nothing too eventful happens for the rest of the day. You make it just about to the crossroads for Marquicara. You find a nice spot that you could camp for the night near the crossroads, just slightly past them. Do you want to camp for the night?
Sounds like a plan.
Petra will direct the wagon a ways away from the fork in the road and find a place to park it.
Okay. So, you guys go find a nice place to park for the night. And it's not the most open field, but it's a nice large area. You're able to easily set up camp. Are you guys gonna take watches, or what's the plan?
Kobe's gonna cook, so that.
Petra is gonna stand guard of the wagon.
Okay.
Is it a D20 he has to roll to cook? Just to double check. Yeah, let's do this.
For him to cook, he needs to use the cook's utensils at the bottom.
Ah, that's what it is.
Okay, he's able to cook. What was he cooking?
Just a basic stew.
Okay, then yeah, he's able to make several servings. I believe it's 6 servings that he can make of basic stew.
Cool.
That way everybody gets something to eat. Don't forget, you need to take one from his ingredients pouch.
I have done as well.
Okay, good. In that case, who's doing watches in what order?
Petra's doing first watch.
You will do a watch.
I'll take third watch. Windsor will take third watch.
New's also gonna spend some of the time studying one of her recipes.
Then it'll be Bologna, then Toby. So, yeah.
And I don't see shit.
Yeah, I should have just failed it anyways.
Do I need to do Toby's as well? What's his?
Alright, Petra, you notice while you're on your watch, you notice a black smoke is coming off of New. It's a very faint smoke, not quite like you'd see coming off of a fire, almost like wisps of shadow.
Do we have beans for dinner?
It almost seems to be coming out from underneath of her scales. And it doesn't seem to be bothering her. She doesn't seem to notice at all. She's just comfortable laying there going to sleep. But before you're able to actually get too good of a look at it, you hear some sounds from the forest. And as you look up to see those sounds, you very quickly recognize that there are several skeletons at the edge of the clearing.
He will immediately yell to the others, "Everybody get up!"
Okay, so you wake everybody up.
Including the skeletons.
Skeletons are you fucking
They're dead. They don't gotta worry about it.
Yeah.
They
Alright.
Look at that! Petra woke the dead!
It was New's fart that did it. No.
What's everyone rolling?
Wow.
Initiative. Okay.
Yeah, me.
Yep, and it's initiative.
Does danger sense give you adventure?
Skeletons all getting in there apparently.
Does
Yeah.
danger sense give you advantage on initiative? Since
I think they do.
Wait.
or is it only
Hold on.
dexterity rolls? I mean, is initiative dexterity
It's-
roll? Is it, Oh, your initiative, because it is modified by your dexterity. I don't remember. I know it's.
It's
No,
so it's not about initiative. It's about
giving
dodging.
you an edge when you dodge away from danger. You take advantage on dexterity saving throws against effects that you can see, such as traps and spells.
Yeah.
To gain this benefit, you can't be binded, deafened, or incapacitated.
That's alert I'm thinking of. Never mind.
All right.
Yeah.
So that being said, the first skeleton is going to rush forward and take a swipe at you.
Entropic Ward.
Okay.
It has disadvantage on its attack.
Let me double check here.
I like that the wagon is now part of the task.
Isn't the is the archer lady supposed to be in the thing there?
No, that was
Okay.
what's her?
So it's attacking, but at disadvantage then. Okay.
Yep.
So let me get to the 20 then. Hold on. That is 19 to hit.
Oof.
Damn.
So, yeah, it disadvantage because the weapon has +4 to hit. So it got a 19 and a 14 or 15. 19 and 15. Where is here it is. Okay. Four damage. Let me post that for you. Hold on. Okay. That's the. Oh, I didn't hit the beginning. There we go. Okay. Now it's this one's turn. And it will rush forward here and take a swipe at Petra. She's right there. That is not enough to hit. So it runs forward and takes a swipe with its sword and completely misses. This one will run forward, just straight forward and take a swipe at Toby. That is not enough to hit, so it will miss as well.
Yeah, boy.
And this one will run forward and take a swipe at Petra. And miss. Okay, so the skeletons really suck right now. Good job. We managed to land one blow so far out of 4 attacks.
Person who's the the magic person.
Don't
So
like
cool.
that these fucking things are right next to me. Gonna go ahead and hex the one that's right in front of me.
Okay.
Hex its strength, I guess, since it's swinging bullshit at it. I don't know what good that's gonna do. It's clearly just bones.
What the
It's
hell?
got no muscles.
I like that the bestial soul is a Tyrannosaurus Rex hand.
And then
fun.
Eldritch Blast, apparently, because, yeah, at disadvantage because range.
That'll hit.
What kind of damage is Eldritch Blast? Is it a force or
Force.
necrotic?
Yeah,
Okay.
of course.
Hex is what gives it the extra hex.
Oh, and 1d6
For your
of
hex.
hex damage.
It's 8 damage. Okay, so you blast it with your Eldritch Blast, which knocks it back 10 feet.
Oh, wait. Second beam, that's right. Wait, is
Yep.
second beam at normal now since it's been hit?
Oh, it's the same thing. It's for all
yeah, you
attacks.
fire it at the same time, so it would be 16 hits though.
Let's go, second damage. 1d6 in the thing this time. For 12 more damage.
For 12 more damage, and also knocked it back as far
Okay,
as it can go
defiled?
backwards. Yep,
Remember, the hex damage is necrotic damage.
I'm aware. So you knock it backwards as far as it can go, smacks into a tree, and it collapses to the ground.
Damn.
Let's go, boy, be dead? Question mark? Yeah?
That's ironic. The skull on a skeleton. Shut up.
That's right. So it's not really dead.
Well, Petra, having seen the skeleton attack New first.
There's a little dance.
No. She will rage, and she will take form of the beast for the tail.
Okay.
She's the tail beast.
Shut up. And she'll go after this fucking thing right here.
Alright.
X.
That's a hit. For 9 damage.
And then she will swipe again.
Yeah. That's why I wasn't saying anything happening yet. 11 is a miss.
And that will be the end of her turn.
Alright, yeah, so you managed to land a solid blow on it. You see several of the bones crack as the axe breaks through them. And now it is Windsar's turn.
What to do? Well, everybody's doing fine. I'm going to sleep.
Nighty night.
Run up here. And... there, attack.
Also, New, which focus are you using?
The buck.
Okay, so you should add. Don't forget to add 1 to your attack rolls.
It doesn't automatically do that?
I don't know if it does. I may have set it up to do that. Let me double check. And you can continue with what you're doing. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, it automatically does. Okay, we're good.
8.
That does not hit.
Second attack. 18.
That does hit.
24.
For 9 damage, and it's this one here, right?
Yep.
Okay, so you punch it in the side of the skull, and it drops to the ground.
Its head goes flying.
And... I'll move here.
Alright, so the big one steps forward and it lifts its rather large glowing axe and takes a swipe at Petra.
Yay.
Which, let me double check here.
Oh yeah, she doesn't even have armor anymore, does she?
Never had armor.
Starvation, she doesn't need
Targaryen.
it.
Uh,
Let's see.
She
that
hasn't had
is-
armor on this entire time. She's just had scale mail on her back.
Where is the other one? Here it is. Come here. Okay. Alright, so does that. And so it lifts its axe, brings it down with both hands on Petra for a total of.
Reaction.
Okay, go ahead.
What the fuck was it? D8?
Yep.
Yep.
Hold on. Gotta fucking find it. Okay, 1d8, yep.
Oh, one more and you would have had it. So it still hits for that is, let me double check that I'm not retarded.
What kind of
Yeah.
damage?
So that is 13 slashing damage. But you were not raging, so it's not halved.
I
No,
did.
she raged.
Did you rage? I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't put
She
it in the
raged
chat.
and took the form of the beast.
Yeah.
Oh, yep, you did. Okay, yeah, so it's halved. So in that case, it's... Let me post this. Hold on. And then you can have it. It lifts its axe back up and takes another swing at you. Ooh, shit, the other one fell off. Wow, even advanced. Okay. So the second swipe with the axe lands firmly in the log next to you, barely missing you by a hair. And that's the end of his turn.
Asshole.
Right. So, what I will do...
I'm gonna run away.
6 points of damage.
No, she's talking about what Bellona's gonna do.
Oh,
I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. Jeez.
Yet.
So, yet. Exactly. It's not gonna hurt anyone apart from the skeletons.
she's gonna go invisible in front of the true sight creatures.
I'm like, I knew that one, so shut up. Anywho, she's going to firebolt this one, I think. I don't remember.
This one here?
Yeah, I can't remember how to
Okay.
do that long. It worked for me. So, dum-dum-dum-dum-dum.
That is an 11 that misses.
Yeah, I thought so. That's fine. And for her bonus reaction, she's going to look at the one that hit Petra. She's going to say some words in Infernal, and she is going to create a hound, which is like a dire wolf, pretty much. What she's creating.
Alright.
Out of the Baskerville.
And she points to the one with the great axe. So I now need to do an initiative for that thing. That needs to have its own token.
Yeah, give me just a
Yeah.
second.
It's not
Oh.
large, it's medium. So
Yeah,
just so you know,
I
it's
just
do that.
grabbed the dire
Yeah.
wolf. I'm adjusting the token still, I promise.
No, that's fine. I just want to let people know it's not that large. Yeah,
Yeah, no, it's this big.
it's not that big.
It's dire wolf stats and everything, but that big.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
medium monstrosity.
Yes.
And basically, it will only aim for that skeleton. It won't aim for anything else.
Correct.
But, it does need to do an initiative.
I'm working on that. There we go.
Oh, there we go.
Alright.
Cool. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Hit the thing. Yep, there you go.
And then Toby, my boy. He'll use his Thunder Gauntlets because it's on right next to him. So he's gonna go after the one right next to him.
You see, this is what we need. When somebody takes watch and, notices monsters, they're not trying to talk to the monsters.
Does that hit?
Yeah, sorry, I was laughing about that. Yeah, 18 hits.
Okay, cool. So,
Is this one here?
Yeah.
Okay, for 10 damage?
mhm.
Alright, let me just...
And then he can do another attack, can't he? He has a bonus action. So, I think I can use the Thunder Gauntlets again. Dun, dun.
That will hit.
Okay. Oh, Jesus.
Alright, so... You managed to hit it with the Thunder Gauntlets twice in a row.
That's better than what
And-
that's what everyone Toonie does.
The bones collapse to the ground.
Okay.
You're literally playing Toonie better than, or Toby better than Toonie.
Before it is his turn. The bones from the first skeleton stand back
Aw,
up all of a sudden.
Fucking you bitch.
Quick,
And they
look for a
rush
blindy
forward.
flashlight.
And they take another swipe at you. Disadvantage, correct? Or is that a one-time thing?
I think that might be a one-time thing. Hang on, let me.
I mean, technically, the spell would be dispelled as soon as the
Spell
target
that
died.
died. Mm.
It says you magically ward yourself. So how long does that last, or is that just?
Okay.
Attack misses you. Your next attack roll against the creature has advantage. Blah 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 blah.
Oh, it's once per long or short rest.
Yeah.
It doesn't say how long it won't last.
Yeah, then it's just the one turn. Okay. So in that case, that is
Reaction.
a miss. Okay. So it runs forward and it takes a swipe and it misses. This one will have to move though. And it stands back up right next to Windsor and did not enjoy staring at his crutch, so it's going to take a swipe at Windsor.
Ouch.
That is a miss. Now it is the direwolf's turn.
Yeah.
So the direwolf has the bite
Bite.
action.
Yes, and it will bite it.
And I'll do this transparently here. 21 is a hit. And the skeleton needs to make a saving throw.
Oof.
Big fucking rip. Okay. So it will be knocked prone on its turn, and it takes... let's see. Where's prone? Here it is. Okay. It takes 10 damage.
Oh, that gives me advantage on it, doesn't it?
Yes, it
I
is.
mean, you
Okay.
have advantage because there's like 3 people surrounding them.
Alright,
Or super
so
duper advantage.
takes 10 damage. And this skeleton stands back up. So it's actually his turn first. And he takes a swipe at Toby.
How dare you?
Gee, I wonder why.
How dare you?
Let's see, that hits for... Wow, one of them actually hit somebody. That's...
If they hit Toby, there's a big surprise.
5 damage.
Okay.
So let me go. Boom. There you go.
I am now him.
And the next skeleton is just going to take another swipe at Petra. And we'll miss. Skeletons are doing great. Perfectly
All
balanced
right.
encounter. They can't hit shit.
Is this one that's now stood back up still hexed?
Yes.
Okay.
Because it
say
didn't
it-
die, it collapsed.
Okay. We gonna.
And you can reapply it for nothing anyway, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
And
for
I
the cost
cast
of a
Dissonant
bonus
Whispers
action.
at it.
Yeah, okay.
Alright. Let's see here. That is wisdom. Okay.
Do I make an attack roll with this shit, or does this just auto hit?
Mm.
Because it's a saving throw. Shit, I don't know.
You have to do the attack roll, I think. You whisper blah blah blah.
No, it's just the
Nope.
save.
It's,
It's
yeah,
just
it's
the
just the
tag.
saving throw. Let me. Okay. Yeah, it absolutely tanks the saving throw. So roll damage.
Damage with a 1d6. 21.
21 damage. Okay, so it doesn't run away. It just collapses to the ground.
Yep.
For now.
She's gonna like move up over here to get away from that shit.
Yeah, it collapses to the ground for now. Alright. So, you gonna end your turn then?
Okay, well, Petra, being mad at this fucking bitch ass fucking skeleton, will raise her battle axe.
Start.
Okay.
Wow.
And we'll miss.
Yep, and she'll swing it back again.
That one.
That one hits.
Thank fucking god, that was almost that was very close.
The first one was almost a 19 too.
Alright, for 6 slashing damage. It's looking a little chipped. There's definitely cracks starting to form in some of the bones.
Damn it, I
but
should have
it
used advantage.
does not look
Oh,
like
well.
it's going down soon. If you want to re-roll the attack for advantage, you can. Just roll a regular d20.
For the first one?
Yeah, just roll
Yes.
1d20 real quick. It's 10 plus 5 is 15. That does not hit him.
Okay. That will then end my turn.
Also, I think I actually had the wolf hit him on the wrong AC, but that's fine. It is Windsor's turn. What you got, Windsor?
Okay, I'm gonna go 2 basic attacks. For my normal action, 2 attacks, I'll spend a key point and do flurry of blows. So I'll get 2 extra attacks with my basic bonus action as well.
Okay. And don't forget your magical enchanted tattoo if you hit.
But I haven't gone to that yet because it's fire damage, so I wasn't hard. I couldn't think. I wasn't sure if I could do radiant damage or not, so I just do it.
Aye, that's what's
Plus, it's
annoying.
bludgeoning damage, so
Alright, that is a crit. That makes up
Damn.
for your miss last turn. 13 bludgeoning. Alright.
20.
20 hits. For another 6 damage. 25 hits. And another crit. God
That is
damn.
almost max damage.
God damn. Yeah, so, getting annoyed that you woke up and missed immediately, you just start fucking wailing on him. 2 crits in a row. Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah. He's not looking too happy about the damage that he took.
Richard.
Alright, so first thing he does, obviously, is he stands back up, and he's gonna take a swipe at Petra.
Yay.
And he will miss the first attack. The second attack will hit. So he brings his axe up with both hands.
Reaction.
Oh, okay. Go for it. Let me double check. That's. Hold on. How much is that? 8. So that's a 16. 6 plus the 19 says 25. Yep, that does it. Okay, so he misses his attack.
Yep.
Right, so you managed to force him to miss that attack.
Saved by a tail.
Yeah,
Saved by tail. So that's the end of his turn.
I don't bother if it's a net 20. I just don't bother because there's.
Yeah, a nat 20, it doesn't matter. A nat 20 is an automatic hit, regardless of AC.
So, let me click on her. She's gonna try and move forward.
Okay.
And then what she's going to do is she is going to cast Shatter. Fine.
Alright. Place the measure template
Okay.
so I can see what you're actually going to be hitting.
I mean, she's most probably going to hit her wolf, but oh well, who gives a shit. We'll just do it. Fuck. Shit. Bollocks. Okay, there we go.
Is she going to hit herself too? Okay.
Oh, I didn't see that. I couldn't see because it was on top of me, so I didn't see. But
Too late. You placed the...
yeah,
You're firing.
It
Alright,
is what
so that means you need to hit the DC 14 as well. So the knight here needs to make the Constitution saving throw. Let's see. That is...
Man, you know, you could have just put Petra in the circle, because, you know.
Yeah, but then I would also have to put like Windsor in this probably.
Plus. Alright, so the skeletal knight makes the saving throw.
Okay.
This one here makes the saving throw. This one here makes the saving throw.
That one doesn't need to make a saving throw.
And that one doesn't need to make one. And now the direwolf has to make the saving throw. And it absolutely fails.
Of course it is.
Alright, so roll damage.
Cool.
And it's half damage to anybody that made it, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. So 12 damage. So first things, the wolf takes full damage. This guy takes half damage. This guy takes half damage. And this guy takes half damage. And don't forget to apply the damage to yourself.
I already
Half
have
damage.
Yeah. And then she's going to move back.
You really want to do that?
No, I was
Yes.
thinking I know I wouldn't want to do it because I get attack of opportunity, don't worry. I realize.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's 3 opportunity attacks.
Yeah, I know. It is what it is.
Just wait till I get the sentinel.
Cool. Bonus reaction. What does she want to do? Does she want to do something? No, she doesn't do something.
Alright, Let me-
Toby!
take care of this. What's Toby doing?
And we'll remove that. And he'll smack this one in front of him.
The one on the ground?
Is this one dead?
Yeah, that one's currently down.
Oh, okay, cool.
No, it got back up.
It got back up, but then he slapped it back. Or somebody slapped it back down, didn't they?
No, that was the other one next to Windsor.
Oh, I must not have healed this one then. Whoops. Yeah, so no, that one's back up. My mistake.
Nice. Again, he'll use the Thunder Gauntlet, sorry, not the Lightning Launcher. So
Okay. Roll attack. That's a miss.
would he actually would he get advantage?
No.
No.
Okay.
No, you're too diagonal. You're adjacent rather than and then straight
Right.
across.
The truth adjacent.
That one hits. For 11 damage. Okay.
Okay, before we go on, hold on. Hey, Beck, scroll back up to Shatter.
Yeah.
Hey, see where it says 1 action, 10-foot sphere?
Mm-hmm.
And see the box right next to 10-foot sphere?
Yeah.
You know what that box is?
I'm gonna get out because it's not showing me on this one anymore.
You're talking about at the bottom where it says 60 feet?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's-
Right.
Casting range.
I mean, either way, because it's not really a case of. I mean, yeah, fair enough.
No, you didn't have to move. Period.
I didn't have
Yeah,
to. Fair enough.
you would have been fine back there. I
Nobody-
don't. I was
nobody
confused
blocking
about that
you either.
myself.
Like shocking grasp. Yes. Thunder. No.
Well.
Yeah, it's too late now.
It is. what
She's
it
in
is.
there. She's ready to fight.
If you want to get in there, get some.
So, this skeleton here stands back up, takes a swing at Windsor, misses. This one here takes a swing at Windsor. That one hits for. Ooh, wow. Hold on, let me double check that I got that right. That is 8 damage. Let me do this for you. There you go. And then Direwolf's turn. We'll try to take a chomp out of the dude. I'll roll it transparently for you. That is a miss. This one is just gonna take a swipe at Toby, because that's the last one that hit him, and he's right there. That is a crit!
Ouch.
Let's see, where's my other... Here it is. That is 14... Let me go. There we go. 14 piercing damage. Now it's this one's turn, and it's gonna just swipe at Amaranth, because she's... Sorry, Bellona, because she's right there.
I say, good thing Amaranth's not there.
Yeah. And that is a miss. Making it New's turn.
Alright. New's gonna actually target the big one now, because I'm hoping that if that one goes down, it, the other ones will stop fucking resurrecting.
Alright, roll an attack.
Wait, is it a... Never mind, it's not advantage, never mind.
That hits.
18, let's go. Oh, and 1d6 for the... Nope, not 1d6, never mind.
Yeah, I was gonna
I
say,
forgot. It's
you
not
got
hex.
the wrong one targeted.
It's gonna
But
spend a
you do
spell
hit it
slot.
with the 15
Second
damage,
beam.
and that'll knock it here. The second beam is the 27, right? So that's a hit for 9 damage, which will knock it here. Alright. Pushed it way the hell away. You notice as it gets knocked back a bit, it's looking a little shaky in the bones.
It
It
doesn't
seems,
matter.
It seems that it's having a little bit harder of a time staying animated.
What?
It's
Where'd
now
the knight
Patra's
go?
turn. She hit
Patra's
it with Eldritch
confused.
Blast.
All the way in the fucking
Oh.
corner over there. because
Oh, it's
Eldritch
down there.
Blast.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm dumb.
she hit it with 2 Eldritch Blasts. Each one's pushed it back 10 feet. So she just like shoved it the fuck away. Sent it on a magic carpet ride.
It would be so great if that triggered opportunity attacks, but...
Petra is going to
Until the enemy uses that
move
against
over
you.
here. And
that's gonna
attack this
trigger an
guy.
opportunity attack.
Is it?
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
right.
were within range of this
Hold
one.
on.
So just attack that one.
Fucking bitch ass fucking assholes. No, because then they'll opportunity attack for this one.
I mean, you
I
can
think.
move straight through that one and down.
Oh, that is true. I'm just gonna.
Oh, but that
Petra's
would
just gonna
opportunity attack the
fucking-
one by Toby.
Oh my god, this sucks.
You'd have to move, like,
You have to do a big ass circle all the way around.
Or you could just
You're
be a
right in the
barbarian and
middle
take
of
it.
the conflict.
Or you could just be a barbarian and take it.
You know what? Fuck it. It's larger than me. I'm moving into its circle, and I'm smacking at it.
You can do that. I don't know why you want to do that, but you can certainly do that.
For the fuck of it. Why not?
Alright, yeah. 17 hits.
Just gonna do.
I just realized something. It's fine. Too late now. But
You hit it, and the bones just kind of scatter on impact. And it drops.
Yeah, I realized that the knight would have had disadvantage, but
Yay.
spell disadvantage.
That's not the right one.
Yeah, it's sometimes hard to tell which one is fucking which. There we go. Alright, so, you have one more attack. You gonna hit this one?
Petra will... Petra will move over here, because I think she still has some movement left.
Oh,
Yeah,
you only
she
have to
does.
move once, you'll get advantage.
Yeah,
Oh,
'cause
that's
Toby
true.
was up
I'm
here.
dumb. Shut it. So, Petra is gonna smack at this one now.
Alright, with advantage.
Shit. Nah. I'm not gonna roll again. 'Cause I
Yeah,
hit.
you just hit the D20 button at the bottom and roll. We already know it's +5, so... Yeah, so it's 21. So that hits.
Yeah. Still.
For 9 damage.
And,
this
and
one
Petra's
also-
going specifically for the kneecaps.
You're going specifically for the kneecaps?
Yeah.
Alright, so you chomp him right in the middle of the legs. You see one of them goes backwards from the impact, and the bones crumple.
And that will end my turn.
Windsor.
Okay, so first I'll use a key point for Step of the Wind and Disengage as my bonus action.
Okay.
Run to this guy and attack.
Alright. That hits. Just barely, but it hits. For 9 damage. That hits. For another 4 damage.
Okay.
At this point, it's looking very beat up. You can see cracks forming through most of the bones. Several of them are missing a few pieces. But it turns rather aggressively towards the nearest target, Windsor, and it takes a swipe. It will hit for... That is... Ooh. Plus, let me check here.
We should probably invest in more health potions.
And... There you go. So it hits you for that. And it immediately goes for another slash. That second one is... That is a hit for... There you go.
Okay.
Did I accidentally request a dice roll?
Yes.
Yes,
I
you did.
apologize. I must have accidentally triggered the hotkey when I was typing the number in.
No problem.
Yeah, so he manages to hit you twice. Did you get both damages applied?
Yep.
Okay. And that's the end
Wait.
of his
Not
turn.
feeling so good.
Why
No,
are we
you're
getting a dice roll?
It was an accident. You can ignore it safely.
Okay.
I when I went to type in the damage into my macro so that it could be posted into chat, I have that particular thing on that macro. What I should really do is I should actually just separate them. But for now, it's fine. It is currently Bellona's turn.
Indeed, it is.
You go, Bologna.
Fuck you, bitch.
Alright, Baloney Mommy.
He's going to Scorching Ray the one with the Ray Axe.
The big ass glowing axe. Probably a good idea.
So,
Honestly, might snatch that axe if it's not heavy.
da-da-da.
That is a hit.
Okay, let's see what it does this time.
For 9 damage. Alright.
And then she'll do it one more time using her sorcery points.
Okay, quicken spell, nice.
So, da-da-da-da-dum.
That's a hit.
I like how at this point everyone's just shooting their magic over Petra's head.
Alright, so you blast this last firebolt that goes flying over Petra's head. Smashes directly into the center mass of the skeletal knight, and you see it crumple to the ground. As it does, the remaining skeletons crumple to the ground.
Fucking
Yeah,
no,
there
that's
were
why I'm
some
attacking
things.
that one thing first of all. I was like, no,
Quickly
attack.
get its axe away from it.
Petra's gonna walk over and
Obviously
inspect
enchanted
the
axe.
and then inspect the axe.
Ooh, look at that.
Alright, so you go over and you check the axe. It is definitely a battle axe, not a great axe. So you would be able to use it.
Can I pick
What you
it up?
see is
Mhm.
you see this heavy, stout, crescent-shaped, glowing blade mounted on a thick shaft wrapped with a sturdy grip on it. The axe itself is large enough to be wielded by 2 hands or with 1. And on the back side, where, because it has the blade on one side, on the back side, it has 3 what looked like skeletal fingers coming out the back of it in the shape of spikes.
I'd have somebody check that for you first.
And do you want me to detect magic on it?
Amory, you get over here.
You know, Toby knows identify.
That yes. I was hoping for more like detect curse. But I'm pretty sure it's magical.
I can detect magic, see if there's anything, but identify, what does identify do? You must
Tells you what
touch-
it is.
Choose the object that you must touch throughout the casting of the spells. I don't know if I want him to touch it though.
Just the tip. Just have him touch the tip.
So he has.
As
to touch-
long as he doesn't attune to it, if it is cursed in any way, then the curse won't affect him. You have to attune for a curse to affect.
Yeah, they changed how that worked. Yeah.
That's fine.
No, the DM is lying to you to get Toby cursed.
Yep, this is all a big plot to take down Toby while he's not here.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, so you cast Identify on it. It is the Crescent of Warrior's Code. When attacking a creature with this weapon, as long as you're attacking them head on, you're not attempting to attack them from either side or the rear, you get a +2 to all attack rolls, and you get plus 1d6 damage to any hits with this weapon. If you miss with this weapon, you can still do 1d6 damage or 1d8 damage if using the weapon versatile. So even if you miss, you still do damage.
Alright, new weapon for Petra.
Is it
All right,
safe?
call dibs.
Identify doesn't
Is it
identify
safe?
curses. If that's what you're asking, Identify does not identify curses.
So do you want me to detect magic on it? Or some sort of...
It's,
Detect
I mean,
magic
it's
doesn't
obviously
detect
magical.
curses.
No, it doesn't.
You
but
specifically have to have detect curse to detect
Okay,
if there is a curse.
And we don't have any clerics here.
No.
Petra, just take it. Don't attune to it. We can get to the next town, whatever. Maybe find a cleric of some kind in a church that might be able to detect curses on it.
Petra just kind of... Her face drops at the word cleric. she will
That was
take...
metagame. That was metagame. So there was no better.
So are you taking the weapon?
Yes.
Okay. Are you attuning to it tonight?
Not tonight. I'm gonna... she's gonna do what you said and
She's gonna wait.
save it for later.
Good plan. Alright. Better safe than sorry, right?
Yep.
Okay. That being said, combat is officially over. It is now back to being...
Can she look around at the other skeletons
Yeah,
to see if
I was
anything
absolutely.
interesting?
Absolutely, you can certainly check them.
I was going to investigate the other
Alright.
stuff and see if there's any discerning symbols.
Okay. So you're specifically looking for symbols, roll perception, and then anybody that's looting them, roll perception.
I find shit.
Do you want me
I
to
find
do
shit.
advantage for both me and Toby, or just two separate rolls?
In this case, separate rolls would be better.
That's fine, no problem. And then for him, what's that?
Somewhere I have my loot tables.
I grab a bone to play fetch with the Shadow Hound, and notice the Shadow Hound's down. Gone.
And so it disappears.
Yeah. Yep. So it should disappear now. There we go.
He goes to grab it and it just disappears. Oh.
Okay, well, I thought I wrote down the loot tables, but that's fine. Hold on. So,
Google search cursed items. Hold on for a second. Okay.
yeah, let me just Google the most cursed items ever. Petra, you are searching them for items, correct?
Yep. Items, loot, just generally
Okay.
anything.
You find 2 potions of greater healing and 5 silver. You,
Petra will bag those.
right? For the potions, you're gonna want to grab them from the compendium so that they actually have the functionality.
No, that's not what I want.
From you,
How
you
does
find
one-
5 potions of greater healing
Holy fuck.
and 8
Apparently, the
silver.
skeletons didn't use them before they died.
And 8 silver?
8 silver. Well, they didn't work on skeletons. And the
Oh no, when they're
skeletons
alive, they had them.
yeah, exactly.
Now we know why they have very little silver on them. They're paying for the fucking potion.
Windsor, you find...
2 potions of greater healing?
Yes. You find
Okay.
1 potion of greater healing and 8 silver. Bellona is... Are you looting as well as searching or just checking for symbols and stuff?
Well, she'll look around. She sees everyone else looting. She'll do that herself. She'll do that as well.
Alright. She finds 1 potion of greater healing and 16 silver. And you also notice that all of them have the emblem of the cult on them.
Yeah, so it's like...
Cult
Toby
of personality.
finds 2 potions of greater healing and 4 silver.
That's a lot of potions of greater healing. I'm being suspicious.
So, sorry, how many did Toby get?
The potions?
Yeah.
2.
And then Silver, he got 2.
Yes.
Somehow found 5.
Yeah. I mean, the way the dice fall, I guess. I didn't have my loot tables available. I swear to God, I wrote them down, but I guess.
Like I knew found 5 with an 11, but I only found 2.
To be fair, you also got a badass axe.
That's true.
That clearly has some sort of magical effect on it, so. Alright.
And Petra herself is not magical. This will be her second attuned item, too, if she deems it safe.
Alright. So,
Ooh.
the fight is over. You guys managed to find all your loot and stuff. I take it you're going back to bed, gonna finish that long rest?
Yep.
Hopefully, yes.
Petra looks at the others. I'm not taking this. I'm going to sleep. Goodbye.
It's just like, I did my watch. I told everybody what was going on. I'm going to bed.
I woke y'all bitches up.
Yep. Alright. So, we will say, fast forward to morning. Alright. So, it is now dawn.
Cool.
I recovered 48 hit points.
Yeah, because you got wrecked.
Yeah, he
Suddenly,
did.
everybody
Jesus.
else's token is gone.
It's dark for them.
Hold on.
Turned off the campfire.
Yeah, I turned off the campfire. I didn't realize I didn't have this enabled.
Ambient
we go.
light.
Yep.
It's like I saw everybody.
Look at I was like, oh,
Now you should be able to see everything again. Alright. So, that being said, it's morning time. I'm guessing breakfast, having rations, or what's the plan?
Yes.
yeah, he'll make rations. He'll just use his rations he's got.
Okay. So, everybody that's eating, go ahead and have a ration. Everybody did manage to sleep through the night. Everybody got a
Good thing I
good
just
long
got
rest.
more of these.
Petra's gonna immediately after eating the ration get on the wagon and get ready to go.
Okay. So, you hop on the wagon, you hit the road. Everybody else is coming along.
Not mention anything about new smoking.
Yeah. So New is no longer smoking. As the sun came up, the smoke stopped.
She's quite cold turkey.
Well-
Good for her.
Petra was a bit distracted. She had her mind on many different things at the moment. But she will eventually, like, halfway through the day, turn to you and be like, why was smoke coming out of your scales?
We get moving. Mew's gonna study on the move.
Okay.
Constitution saving throw, I'm guessing.
Yep. You know how it works.
Wow, somebody completely dissed somebody else.
I know, right? Just a
Not one! Damn it.
Alright. Yep. You are unable to read on the ride. It is a bumpy road. That being said, you guys are hitting the road. You make it quite a fair ways. The road's pretty easy to travel on, nothing too crazy. You do eventually come to a very small little town. You identify it as Vignano, and suddenly you understand why it doesn't need a whole lot of packages. It is a very small town. There's probably no more than 5 buildings. You quickly establish that there is a main central building that these people seem to hang out at, so you go there to deliver the packages. The packages are dropped off, and you're able to move on, unless you want to stay in this tiny town.
Well, how far into the day are we when we get there?
By the time you get there, it's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so it's
I
early
think we
afternoon.
can keep going.
Yeah, you have plenty of time to keep going if you choose.
What's New's response to Petra's question?
She'll look at her confused and be like, "What do you mean smoking?"
I don't know. It was kind of weird. It looked like it was coming out of your scales almost. You know me. I'm not very good at all this. She'll just kind of like wiggle her fingers as she's holding the reins with her thumbs, being like all this magic stuff.
Can you describe the smoke? Was it just like your average smoke, or was it?
It was it was dark.
Hmm.
Like
He's-
like it was dark out, but the smoke was dark. It was just kind of it looked. That's the best I can describe it.
He's gonna have a bit of a concerned look on her face, but she's also gonna be like deep in thought, trying to think what it could possibly mean, and think it's possibly something related to like her patron or something, because she is still like attuned to her original focus, because
Correct.
Well,
but beyond that, like, she's not sure.
yeah. And then Petra will also speak up and be like, let's. I know they lied, but let's not fight each other. There is so much going on. We don't need to be just mad at each other all the time at the moment.
With that, like, with her saying that and bringing attention back to like Amaranth and whatnot and that whole situation, a thought that Niu had will pop back into her head, and she'll like call out to Amaranth to get her to like come over to the side of the wagon and like keep pace so that they can actually talk for a second.
Well, she's going to ignore you first because you said her name wrong.
She wasn't there when you said it. She don't know shit.
Yep, she was out in the middle of fucking town, remember?
And she'll just
It's not
All Amaranth's
Amaranth,
name
it's
It's
Baloney.
Blogna. Yeah, it's Baloney Lane Kill.
God, fucking hell. Change your name and everyone just wants to fuck it up.
It's Baloney Lamp Squid. I don't know why
I
somebody
mean-
named their kid that, but...
I mean, to be fair, I have another character. Yeah, she doesn't remember names. Defile's character is Koira. No, it's soy sauce.
Yep.
Niu will look confused as everyone's being like, this name things. Like, what?
It's her real name.
Her real name's Baloney. I guess each
Something
their
like
own.
Petra yells out, "Hey, you with the face, come here!"
Can I see if I can overhear this conversation?
You can certainly try. Perception check.
Cool. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'll say that you hear it.
So when I hear Petra call me baloney, I'm gonna be like, it's not baloney, it's Bologna.
Oh, Bologna, get over here.
Please, would be nice.
Isn't that still just baloney?
It basically is.
I will turn this wagon around.
And that's not my problem, is it?
She's
Gee,
not
Petra,
talking to you. She's talking
Petra
to
get
you.
the name that's food adjacent wrong. Go figure.
And right, she'll go over to me and be like, yeah.
So a thought popped into my head while I was out and about last night. You remember the gal from the Thieves Guild, the leader?
Mm-hmm.
You remember how she said she got those books that she had?
What the?
The books that about the Void Journal.
Okay, yeah. I already have
Something-
my books.
Yeah. That doesn't strike you as odd? That she remembered it was you that gave them to her? And that she remembered before you had erased yourself? About you?
I mean, she looked into And Petra will kind of interject and say, well, I mean, she had help looking into what I was looking into. And
But she doesn't
so,
see that. She doesn't see what you see, as far as we know.
No. She didn't see what I saw when I saw it. She saw it, afterwards, with the help of somebody else. That's what she told me.
So yeah, having shared that revelation, you will be like, that might be something we need to go back and investigate, especially since, I don't know, maybe that's important information, for us to have with regards to this rather dangerous book that is tied to this cult and everything.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'll have words with her.
Yeah, well, let's just... Once we're done in Tirlira, I want to head south for something.
Why would we head south?
Can I make an insight check on Petra?
You can.
Because you at least know some of her backstory stuff.
With a 15, you are able to tell that whatever it is that's on her mind is very important to her. But other than that, you can't tell much more.
Heck. I don't know if Petra ever specifically told you where she was from, like the name of the city.
No, I don't think she did.
No, she expositioned on the story of somebody getting killed and stuff, but she never specifically said where.
You'll just be like, does this have to do with what you learned from the Shrine book?
Ever since I left, I never thought I could get my honor back, but I've been dishonored by somebody else. I'm not the one who dishonored him. And I need to go back. And I need them to see what they did to me. So once we're done in Tirlira, I would like to go south.
Niu, knowing that this is, weighing heavily on Petra's mind, will just be like, fair enough, and not press the issue.
Okay.
Well, we'll just roll her eyes and walk off. Yeah, of course we totally have enough time to waste going down all the way south with a cult on our hands. Yeah, sure.
Do you say that out loud?
Yeah.
Niu will be like, well, we already spent 3 months in a different plane. Like, we ain't getting much worse.
This won't be as long of a trip. We will return north pretty quickly. Once we get there and get what I need.
I mean, she's, like I said, she's not listened to continuing the conversation. She just pretty much just like walked off after what she said.
She's not talking to Baloney.
Alright. So, seems like you're all getting along swimmingly today.
Of course.
Not with Baloney.
Yeah, right?
Baloney's a bitch. I like Amaranth more.
Well, I don't blame you. She wants a lot nicer.
To be fair, Amaranth had a lot less trauma.
Yeah, like, she didn't remember anything. Now she remembers watching her dad. She doesn't know her mother. Her dad died of a sickness. She watched her grandfather get murdered right in front of her.
Over a book.
over a book that she's been guarding for generations. She's lived in this small town that no one really got along with her because we were the weird people that lived there. So we didn't even like live in a town. We lived on the outskirts of the town because like we were the weird people who, you know, no one wants to talk to. So she's been kind of very much like isolated and trained to do this one single thing. And so when she went to go and when she realized that they took the book, she was so hell bent on revenge, she kind of lost a bit of herself. And so she just doesn't care anymore. She's like, I don't have time to be wasting doing all this fanciful shit. So like, she's no longer a persuaded person. She's more of a intimidate person. Intimidate to get what she wants. No niceties anymore.
Yeah, she doesn't have time to be nice. There's revenge to be had.
Yeah, there's no point being nice because that didn't help her grandfather get murdered.
Yep. So, lots of trauma going around for all of you.
Yay!
Aren't you guys excited?
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay, I'll stop with trauma then.
Yeah, that'd be lovely.
No, keep it going with the trauma. Just no.
Keep it going. We like it. We're gonna hate it, but we like it. All right.
Right, she's just gonna figure out how to traumatize everybody else in the party, and we'll be good.
All right. That being said, you're about an hour out of Turlura when it turns dark.
We continue going until we hit Chillera.
You're gonna continue forward.
What's
Yep.
the timing?
Hey, my favorite number.
Yep.
All right. Hold on. All right. So you're gonna continue on for the last hour.
Yep.
Right, so as you're continuing for this last hour, off in the dark, you hear some metallic sort of clanking. It seems to be pretty fast. And every time you look in the direction that you hear this metallic clanking, it stops.
Someone's obviously following us.
I don't see shit. I rolled a 1. I'm just oblivious.
Those aren't perception checks.
Yeah, can I look in the direction to see if I can see anything?
You can certainly try.
I will try.
Alright, you notice that there is a whole lot of metal off to one side in the bushes somewhere.
Is this the thing we saw the last time?
You are unable to tell.
Okay.
How far away is this
She'll let
sound
people
coming
know.
from?
She'll be like, there's something there to the left.
It's far enough away to be pretty hard to see in the dark.
Petra will tell New to just keep staring off at that in that direction.
Well, Bologna has dark vision of 120 feet, so she can see in black and white, but she can't see in color. So
Yep. So she can see it pretty clearly, but it's hard to identify what exactly it is.
Because there's trees.
Yep, there's trees and bushes in the way.
she'll just say like, "Who goes there? Like, why are you following us?"
Okay.
Fuck you want?
Are they ahead or behind of
It's
us?
like, what the fuck do you want, bitch? Why are you following us?
They are behind. Okay, so are you intimidating for a response?
I'm not gonna intimidate. I'm just like, why are you following us? I can hear you. You're not
Okay.
very quiet.
So as you do that, nothing happens. They don't even stir. As far as you can tell, it's just a lump of metal sitting on the ground.
Do we want to look at this, or do we want to keep moving?
I suggest keep moving. We're on horseback. We outrun most things,
Okay.
Yes, but we still have the
Even with the
wagon.
even with the wagon.
Hmm.
With 2 horses attached to the wagon, you'd be able to move at full speed. Keep in mind that moving at full speed with the wagon and its current equipment, you risk damaging the wagon and your cargo.
Wagon's current movement speed is 0 feet, so speed is 0 feet.
So we'll just carry on moving like normal then, I guess.
I mean, at least it's good that I'm the one steering the wagon because of that +6 to land vehicle.
Yep, that'll
Yeah,
make it
we
a
still don't
lot
know where the
easier.
fuck that came from.
I honestly don't fucking know. I think I just chose it at random.
Alright. So, that being said, it is now roughly 8 o'clock as you pull in to the gates of Terlura, safe and sound. And we're going to take a break because it is now 6 o'clock.
Okay.
But welcome back to Terlura.
Sadly, Timmy will not be here in time. He is stuck.
Alright, we'll just laugh at him and say, haha, he's the lowest level. Alright, and I need to update your token on this map.
Yeah, boy.
Alright.
Right, I'm gonna go myself a drink.
Alright, so everybody, let's take a quick 5-10 minute break. Fill up your drinks, use the restroom, grab your snacks.
Alright.
Yeah, one time during the week. Anything. So once a week. Can't super energetic, good cereals. Only just can.
Okay.
think I heard a Bex.
I am here.
I think everybody else is still gone, though.
Cool. Do I need to log off to see my updated token?
No, you should see it.
Still the old one for me.
God damn it, Defile.
Well, the token would look the same if you double-click it. What card does it open up?
Oh no, I meant like the photo of my character. Yeah, no, I can still see Valona. Yeah. Although I have Amaranth, and I need to make sure I have transfer because some of my coins didn't transfer. I've done that now.
Yeah, you can transfer all your money and stuff.
Still have my rock with Rocky.
I have returned.
Alright. I think the only person we're missing now is Torn, then.
Yep, I'm not back yet.
Okay, there he is. You haven't said anything yet, so I assumed you were still gone.
I know.
Alright, so everybody's back then? We're good to go?
Yep.
Yes,
Alright.
sirree.
So, you come back into the town of Turlura. It has been a little over 3 months since you left at this point. About 3.5, actually. You come in. The town really hasn't changed much. It's pretty much exactly the way that you left it. Definitely nothing new. It definitely didn't completely redo the map or anything. That would be crazy. So, you come in. You're coming in through these gates here. You show up to, you're coming in through these gates here, down by the Fresh River Markets. You come up into town. What do you guys do? It's fairly late at night. Remember, it was dark when you came into town. So what are you doing?
Find someone to sleep.
Looking for the tavern that we were at the last time.
All right, so that's the plan. Go to sleep.
Yeah, boy.
All right, so you
Yep.
follow the main road there. You come straight back, and the tavern that you slept at is right there.
'Cause
No,
had
wait,
such
we
great,
slept at a
memories
hospital.
from that.
Yep, you slept at a hospital last time.
Oh yeah, but we'll stay for the end.
Yeah. So you head there. It's pretty much the same as it was exactly the last time. Nothing super fancy. Just a simple place to lay your head down for the night. Will Neo be sleeping there, or will Neo be sleeping in her dorm?
New's gonna go back to the dorm.
Okay. So Neo goes back to the dorm. Everybody else, you go to the hospital there. Are you going to be sharing a room, or what's the plan?
Yeah, we're in a hospital, so we should play doctor.
Okay.
She's gonna find a separate room.
Yeah. After that, I would too.
It's like, wait, can I get a separate room? Like one which has a lock and key.
Well,
Right, so-
basically, last time it was just beds with dividers, anyways.
Yeah, it's just beds with dividers, but, you know, it's a hospital. They refer to it as a room. That being said, you guys have your own places to sleep if you want them. Otherwise, you can bunk in what appears to be a fairly new wing to the tavern, which is just, or to the hospital, which is really just a whole lot of beds in one room. Looks like a bunkhouse. If you want to sleep in the
Petra's gonna
bunkhouse,
sleep under
it's
the
1
bed.
copper. If you sleep in if you're actually taking a room for the night or a bed for the night, then that's going to be 2 silver.
2 silver it is.
Ones are all sleeping in the bunkhouse.
Yeah, I think.
Okay.
Teddy would sleep in the bunkhouse. I don't think he gives a crap.
So it's 1
Petra's
copper
gonna
from
sleep
the bed.
under a bed.
All right, Petra sleeps under Bellona's bed.
Ew.
Sure.
I just feel like I go to myself like I don't understand why Amaranth was friends with these people. I don't get it, but okay. Talking to herself in the third person.
Because she's not crazy, you're crazy. Especially
Yeah.
you, Nappa. Alright,
That was crazy once.
alright. So, everybody's going to bed then. Have a nice long rest. Wake up refreshed in the morning. I imagine you're all going to want to eat. There's no food at the hospital. There is food at the college for New if New wants to eat at the cafeteria.
I remember there was
Petra will make her way
break.
towards the towards the restaurant that she visited the last
The
time.
Bridge Restaurant.
Okay.
Bella, whatever.
So, yeah, she
Right,
went to a
so you're
fancy
going to the Borgin restaurant?
Mm-hmm.
The Borgin Boar? Okay.
Yep.
So you head to the Borgin Boar. Big old Roskara sign on it. You head inside. The owner of the place sees you come in, and he goes, "Oh my god, I haven't seen you guys in forever. Where have you been?"
We've been around. Petra looks very disheveled. looks very rough and tired.
On the edges.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing Petra's complexion, he'll kind of tone it down a little bit and turn to you guys and be like, "Well, if you guys need something to eat, just come on, sit down. We'll get you something. You look like you could use something warm."
Valera just
Petra
wants
will nod. Thank you. If you need any help today, I will assist you.
He just kind of nods and heads off to make sure that the waitress comes to serve you. Well, what were you saying, Bologna?
I was saying she's gonna have a very quick bite to eat and then go to the Rose Castle.
Okay. So everybody gets a discount at this store or at this restaurant. So it is going to be 1 silver to eat. Unless Petra eats multiple portions, then it's 1 silver per portion.
Petra feeling rather hungry. Still
She
a
hasn't
bit
been eating well.
depressed. Still a bit depressed, but she'll eat as much as she fucking can because she doesn't like the empty feeling in her stomach. Let's
Roll a d4.
Oh, D4? Okay.
Yeah, if we do a d4 because she's not really feeling like eating.
Yeah.
D6 is normal, Petra. So we'll say she ate 2 meals.
Yeah.
Which is a
okay,
light
so
snack for her.
Yep.
Alright, so starting from the top of the list, I already know Bologna is planning on going to the Rose Castle, so we're going to save that for a minute. What is Petra going to do after eating?
Petra's gonna go look around once again for a clothing shop. See if she can get some different garbs.
Okay, so definitely clothing shops here. This is a big major city. So you do know that the bridge that you're on has mostly restaurants, but that there are the Sunrise markets over here and the Fresh River markets here. The Sunrise markets, while they have a lot of like stall vendors, they also have a lot of shops, whereas the Fresh River markets are mostly stalls.
Petra will look at the Sunrise markets first.
Okay, so I'll need a perception check from you.
Yay. At least this isn't Bello. Ouch.
Well.
All right, so
Lucky came in
18.
clutch. God damn.
Really did. Really saved your ass there.
Why can't you
okay.
do that when I'm trying to do attack rolls, God damn it.
Well, you just have to roll a 1 during your attack roll.
Yeah.
Alright, so with an 18, she finds that several stalls have nice clothing that would be in her style. And the stalls themselves are usually selling at a pretty cheap price because they don't have a lot of overhead. You do find that there are some nicer clothes at the Sunrise markets. Or not the stores.
Is
of
there
the Sunrise
anything
markets.
that's specifically primarily black but with some greens mixed in?
Let me see. Black and green?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me do this. There is a dark gray and green, but there's not a black. Black is a hard color to make.
Petra will she will get it, and she will also look for a different pair of boots. Something
Okay.
more light. She'll keep her original clothes on her because they still have sentimental value,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Right.
But she will get this new stuff.
Right. Let me go like this. I'm gonna modify this. I'm gonna go. Now you have black and dark gray clothes in your inventory. And you said you were looking for boots?
Yep.
Okay, so there are a few stalls that have boots. They're mostly like farming boots and things like that. So they're not designed for long treks through the mountains
Okay.
or anything like that. However, there is one shop that sells gear that would be appropriate for long travel. The boots themselves are a dark brown leather. They're not very saturated though, so it's closer to a dark gray than it is to a brown, but they are slightly tinted. However, they are 2 gold.
Okay. She will get those. How much was it for the clothing again?
The clothing was 5 silver.
Oh. Just fucking nope. It's not what I wanted. And then
Alright. While you're working on that math, Windsor, what's he up to?
Gonna go pick up some supplies for the trail, so I need to ask at the restaurant where I can go to get rations.
Okay. So they recommend that you go down to the Fresh River markets because they usually have plenty of food stalls and things there, and the Fresh River markets tend to be a little cheaper.
Okay. I'll head there and look for durable rations for the next week.
Okay. So you're mostly looking for rations? Is there anything else that you're looking for?
No. Just rations at the moment.
Okay. So you find several stalls are selling all sorts of different foods. There are a couple stalls that sell rations, one of which apparently is overstocked on rations and is charging 3 silver per ration instead of the usual 5.
Okay. I'll pick up 4 rations.
Okay. What is Neo doing? She woke up at the college. I'm guessing she went down to the cafeteria to eat, correct?
Yep.
And then after that?
Well, she has a lot of stuff to do, and now that we're back in Tellura, but she's gonna start by once she's done eating, she's gonna head back up to her dorm quick, assuming that we're gonna be here at least a day as we handle things. She's gonna start making a potion because she can.
damn, now I gotta drop Petra with a do-over.
And then once she's set that up, she's going to head out to try and find like Toby and Petra, because assumedly, like, the whole reason we came back was to go, report in with the Rose Knights and deal with all that stuff, and we're gonna have to do that, and we're gonna have to, drop off the cargo that we brought and everything too, so...
Oh, we have to sell it.
No, the cargo that we brought was
On the
destined
horses.
for a specific thing already. Oh.
Yeah. You're talking about because she loaded with wheat that was destined for a warehouse here. It was specifically already sold wheat for 5 silver.
Okay.
Yeah, so you didn't purchase the wheat. You are shipping the wheat for somebody else.
Okay. Never mind, continue.
Okay. So which one are you doing first?
Well, she'll go to find, like Toby and Petra and whatnot, because, like I said, we we had all that stuff to do, and then once we figure
Okay.
out what's going on, like, then we'll
All right.
figure out what's going on.
So you go to look for them. You realize Windsor and Petra have already taken off. They just woke up and basically rushed out the door. They apparently had things to do. And it would seem that they went in opposite freaking directions. So that's super helpful.
Phantasmagorical.
Bologna is still there in the same general area so far. And you roll a perception check. You happen to see Windsor in the Fresh River markets as you go to pass through them. Remembering fondly merchant stall number 57 and the random merchant number 57 that used to be in that stall.
And stuff. Assuming she, like, catches, or he sees him, she'd probably, like, try and get his attention or quick, like, get him to come with before continuing on to the thing, because, you know, we've got a whole bunch of to-do. And ideally, you know, we'd all be at the Rose Castle when we report in, because I'm sure that the captain's gonna have just a metric crap ton of questions, or they're gonna chew us out because we were gone for 3 months. I don't know yet.
That's if you even remember who you are, yeah. Alright, so you attempt to get Windsor's attention. He may or may not see you. That depends on your performance check. You're not very convincing at getting his attention. Over the hustle and bustle around the stalls, it's a very loud area, lots of people running and screaming. All of them are excited about the stuff that they purchased, not to mention all the children that are running amok. He does not hear you.
Awesome.
That being said...
how far away is he when I see him, though?
He is a ways away. You would be able to catch up to him, but it will take you a minute because you see him through several stalls. So you have to get through the crowd to him.
That feels like pain.
Especially for the socially awkward.
Not the socially awkward, but not socially awkward Dragonborn Warlock.
Yeah. The very charismatic, not so social person. Alright. What is Bologna doing?
She said she's going to the Rose Castle.
Yep, just going straight there?
Straight there.
Okay. So you go there, and you're met at the gate by a few guards, and they go, "Hey, what are you doing?"
I'm here to see the main guard guy. I can't remember his name. Hear about the cult.
Personality.
The
Was it?
Hmm?
What was it you were saying?
None. I'm just being a smart ass at the moment.
wow, way to just ruin everything.
My job here is done.
All right, good job. Everybody clap. All right, we're good. Okay. So the guards let you through. They point you down the hall, tell you what door to go through. I'm assuming you go straight there. No side trips. All right. So you go straight there. You walk in, and once again you see a rather gruff-looking old warhorse of a dwarf sitting behind a desk, paper stacked everywhere, and he's grumbling about having to do it all.
I'll just knock on the door and walk in.
He looks up and he goes, "Yeah, how can I help you?"
We were here a couple of months ago about the cult.
He reaches up and scratches his beard, running his fingers through it for a minute. "Can't say I remember you."
Yeah, you asked us to. God, what was it? To the liches. Does that ring any bells? Lichers, the cult, shadow fingers.
He'll knock on the desk, and once again the room becomes obscured like it was before. The candles light up to ensure that the room stays lit. And he goes, "Cult, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't remember you. Sent a lot of people out there looking for the cult. Did you at least find something useful?"
Yeah, we did. You said you would reward us, though. I did remember that.
And your point is?
I think it was a dude with glasses. Very inappropriate, very rude. He came to you. Who did we find? We found out a lot of information. Might be best for me to wait for everybody else to get here.
If you're gonna wait for people to show up, why'd you walk in the first place? I don't got all day to sit here and wait for your friends.
And I don't have all day for your tone either.
And Amaranth gets arrested.
I don't get arrested because I'm not Amaranth.
And
Right.
Balana gets arrested.
That
I
being
say we
said-
sacrifice Balana.
Yeah, you want to sacrifice Amaranth, you want to suck some banana, yeah, no, it's okay.
It's
Same old,
okay.
same old.
We want to sacrifice the cat paladin in Torn's
I was
campaign.
gonna say I thought Amaranth and Toby both visited at different times.
Yes, we
They did. Yep.
Alright, so... Irritated with Bologna's attitude, he summons several guards to the room to escort her off the property.
Boy, she was surprised. Cool. Well, she's gonna go shopping because she needs some new clothes.
Okay. That being said, we're back to Petra. What's Petra doing?
Once Petra gets her clothes, she's just gonna be looking around for maybe a salon.
A
She wants a nice
salon.
haircut.
Ooh.
My
She's trying to get that,
God.
like, dirt and twigs haircut.
No.
What did you say? Just roll around in the ground? What was the last thing I remember?
Just roll around in the dirt.
No, you said that. She wanted
No,
earthy scent.
You said you wanted to smell like ground, and I said if you want
It
to
said
do that,
dirt.
roll around in the dirt.
Alright, so you're looking for somewhere to get your hair done then?
Yep.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Natural 1. Damn it.
Why'd you always want to roll a natural one?
Because it's funny.
Can't argue with that logic. It is funny. Alright, so, with a 17, you notice that there are a couple places you could go to get your hair cut. None of them are too fancy in the area that you're at. But there's definitely a few places you could go to get your hair cut.
Yeah. Well, Petra will just go to one that looks half decent and just ask for a general haircut, something relatively shoulder length.
Alright, your haircut will cost 4 copper pieces. And
Damn.
and will take an hour.
That's what
Yeah.
Petra will be doing for an
For
hour.
remember, 4 copper pieces, not gold or silver.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, just making sure.
Listen, I'm Petra. I'm not dumb.
Well,
Shut your pie hole.
I mean,
I've been born last night, but I wasn't born at night.
Alright, so Petra is going to be busy getting a haircut for a while. Oh, I need to progress the time. Yeah, so Petra is going to be busy for a while. What is Windsor doing?
Petra's also gonna buy a brush from them.
Okay, after picking up my sundries, also look around for some fresh fruit and then go back to the horses.
Fresh fruit, okay. Let me see here.
Yeah, Petra's gonna have to be looking a bit different for what she's wanting to do.
I thought I had changed. Gee.
You don't think that Petra, the revelation didn't change Petra?
Alright, so, looking around at some of the stalls, you find that they have quite a selection of things available. Some of them are marked down because they're relatively local. Some of them are marked up because they are not local or they're out of season. You find that Dream Lily, Gillyweed, Lightning Moss, Mixed Nuts are all fairly cheap right now. They also have blackberries, which are which are not necessarily from this area, so they're a little more expensive than they would normally be.
Himalayan blackberries would be.
you look
Fucking
at
hell,
food,
those things are all over the place.
If you're
Sorry.
looking at food, Toby will most probably be joining as well, to let you know, because he'll be looking at food for ingredients and stuff.
So he'll want to do that too?
Yeah, knowing him, he'll look for ingredients,
Okay.
or he'll go to like a forge, but I don't think he has anything forgey need to be done.
Like I said, so Dream Lily, Gillyweed, Lightning Moss, Mixed Nuts. He would also be interested in, they have Sparkwood Spice. There is also, where is it? Coffee, cucumber, and the red amanita mushroom. And whitefish.
Red amnesia mushroom.
Yes.
Windsar's basically looking for something for a treat for himself and for the horses.
Okay. In that case, let me double check here. Treat for the horses. Do horses eat cucumbers? I don't remember.
I think they do.
Because I know they like veggies, but I don't know if they like cucumbers. I know they love carrots.
Carrots,
They
apples.
shouldn't eat cucumbers. Or from size. They're safe to eat.
Let's see here. Yeah, they don't have any carrots in stock. They don't have any celery in stock. Yeah, they've got cucumbers, and that seems to be about the only thing I think the horses would be interested in. Yeah, so it doesn't look like there is sour grass. I don't know if horses like sour grass.
Yeah, I would not know.
It's probably
Okay.
too sweet for them.
Probably.
I'll pick up six cucumbers, one for each horse and one for me.
Okay. Cucumbers are not local to this area, so they are fairly expensive.
Okay.
They are 1 gold, 2 silver, and 7 copper apiece.
Okay, never mind. I guess I'll pass on that and just go back to the stable where the horses are at.
Okay.
And what was the stuff you said was there that Toby would be interested in?
I forget which one of these is exactly for him, but there is Dream Lily, Gillyweed, Whitefish, Lightning Moss, Mixed Nuts, Sparkwood Spice, White Ghost Orchid Seed, Willow Shade Bush. Then there's blackberries, wild berries, whitefish, soybeans, russet potatoes, Pixie's Parasol.
So, I mean, it's just probably best for him to wait till he gets it, because he's got potatoes and he's got sparkle wood spice, but I have no idea because I don't have access to that book he has, so...
Yeah.
You can decide that when he gets back.
Okay. That's fine.
Just,
Alright, so that being said, we're gonna move on to New. What's New up to? Catching up with Windsor?
Yeah, I suppose, especially if, Toby's gonna be in the area. Because, like I said, we've got all the stuff to deal with. Yay!
Okay. So, you chase down Windsor and catch up to him. What do you do then?
I suppose she would tag along with as he grabs whatever, because but then she'll be like, hey, we should all group up and deal with both our cargo and going to see the Rose Knights.
Okay, one girl. Stick with you.
Okay. So the two of you are sticking together. Where are you going?
Do I catch up with him before or after he gets to the stall? Gets done with the stall?
You'd be catching up with him as he finishes at the stall.
Right.
It's him being at the stall that makes him easier to catch up to.
All right. Is Toby there as well? Because, or is Toby at a different?
Where is Toby at?
Well, he would be with Windsor at the market to buy stuff per se.
That's what I thought. So then, yeah, Toby would be right there with him.
All right. So, anyone know where not Amaranth and Petra went?
Not Amaranth.
We went all our separate ways after lunch or breakfast.
What was that you were saying about like a spectral leash, Toby? Maybe we need one for not Amaranth too.
There, a leash. Well, we can always deliver. We don't need either of them to deliver the packages that we need to in town.
True enough.
And once that's done, we can go back to the restaurant for lunch. Sure, we'll find Petra there.
The real question, do you need a spectral leash or do you need a spectral muzzle?
Imperial leash.
For Petra, just the leash. For not Amaranth, probably both.
Probably.
Wish you all the best.
I wish myself the worst, honestly.
Alright, so off to deal with like delivering the packages and stuff, I guess?
Is that the plan then?
Yeah, that's what the plan sounded like, but what Windsor suggested. We don't really need the whole group to drop off all the stuff.
Alright, so you start looking around to see if you can figure out where you go drop these packages off. I need a perception check. You can either both do one or one of you do it at advantage.
I'll give advantage to New.
Say I have +3 to perception.
Toby has +5.
Let Toby do it.
Toby can do it with advantage.
Okay.
+5 is better than my +3.
There we go.
21! Yep, so you notice that the headquarters for the Merchants Guild here and the place that you need to drop off your stuff is actually in the Rose Castle.
Alright, so we do need everybody. Because we're going to be right there anyways.
I mean, you could go there, drop stuff off, and then go look for everybody after.
True. True.
Because they are in separate wings of the castle. It's not like you're going to be right next door to the guy.
Alright, we might as well go drop stuff off then.
Alright. So you go, and as you approach the castle, you notice that there is a small outlet for the Merchants Guild outside of the castle, but the main place is inside the castle. Do you go inside or do you go to the small one?
We'll go to the small one first. If we need to go inside, I'm sure they'll direct us there.
Reasonable. So you go to the small one. It's right here. It's not a very large building, but it is a very extravagant building. You walk inside, they've got all sorts of fancy wallpapers. Everything's got gold inlays, and it's just generally a little too fancy for your tastes. But that being said, there is a counter there that clearly has a sign marked drop off.
Alright, here we go. Drop off.
Alright, you walk up to there. Yeah, you walk up there?
Yep.
Alright, so you walk up there. You've got the saddlebags with you.
Yep.
Alright, you take
And I
him to the
assume the
counter.
horse and carriage is outside, which will, I don't know, they'll probably tell us where to take that to drop it off. I'll go up to the counter and be like, have some deliveries to drop off.
Alright, so you go up there and you see a kobold hop up behind the counter, and he goes, "Yes, yes, deliveries. Where?"
And she'll like present the saddlebags.
And he'll reach out his clawed little hands and grab them and just kind of.
Does he taste the
drink
moss or
them?
does he look at the moss?
And he,
My dirty mess. You better do it.
yeah,
Remember,
so
don't
he
feed
grabs
the
the
kobolds.
saddlebags, jumps down from behind the counter, and you just see him disappear underneath the counter because the counter's taller than he is. Clearly has some sort of step stool or something. You hear some rustling noises, and then he pops back up and he goes, "Here's the bags!" And he pushes them over, and then he holds up his hand, and in his hands are several silver coins, and he drops them down, and he goes, "Pay!"
Right, that's we had 2 packages to deliver here, right?
How many are you
Two
delivering?
packages.
All of them. I
How
don't
many are you
remember how many-
delivering?
We delivered 2 at the one place.
And then 2 here. Because we
had
only had.
6 total. Was it 3
No,
here?
wait.
Or 2 here?
Isn't it like 2 saddlebags per horse?
It's 2 saddlebags per horse.
So then we had 2 packages to deliver to the other place, right?
Okay. So you delivered 2 packages to one place, yeah.
So
then there
it
was
would
the
be, like,
little
4
small
packages
town
here.
that we had a delivery to.
You had 1 package there, which...
So we
no.
had
So that-
3 here.
Yeah.
So 15 silver?
Is that how many packages you got? Did you write it down?
And
We had 6 packages
Max.
total.
Yeah, it's 15 silver.
You'll grab the saddlebags and the silver, which she will then pass off to Toby to put in the company.
It's 10 silver, not 15, by the way.
5 per.
Yeah,
There's 3.
We had 6 in total. 2 to Segi, 2 to Viginano, 2 to Talora. We didn't take up the other set. We didn't pick up the last one because the other
Wait.
one was having to go back.
We just covered this. It was 2, 1, and 3.
No, because I wrote it down. I wrote them
Yep.
both down. 2 in Sigi, 2 in Viginano, 2 in Talora.
that's why. Yeah, that's
7
why I was like, Bex.
There was 7 in total, but however, one was having to go back into Baralia, and we were like, we don't want to have to go back somewhere else. We want to go straight there. So that's why it was only 6.
Yep.
Didn't you
Everyone-
just say it was 15 to file?
She
Losing
did.
my fucking mind.
I said,
said
okay. Do you think it's 15? And
It's-
then you said, yeah. And I said, okay. Try adding 15.
Just add 10. Just add 10.
It's 10.
Let's not dwell on this. Let's not
Alright.
dwell on this for any
You
longer.
got
You-
10 from each city.
She will pass the 10 on to Toby to put in the company's funds.
Cool.
Alright. So you've delivered the packages. What now?
She will ask the kobold about the box of wheat, where they need to take that to get it unloaded.
He will blink a few times confused, and then go, "Papers?"
I assume she was given papers.
She was given papers, yeah. That's part
She
of the
will,
shipment.
she will dig out those papers and give them to
And
him.
he will promptly set the papers down in front of you and point to the shipping address on the papers.
All right. I guess we know where we're going. We will thank him and her.
Have fun
Whatever.
driving the wagon.
Thankfully, you have New with you, because New actually knows the city well enough to know that that address is one of the Riverside warehouses down here.
Right.
If New was not with you, you would have to try and figure out where the hell the address was. But this is New's hometown, so she recognizes the place.
All right.
That being said,
Uh,
you're able to go down there with no problem. You get down there, you've got the cart with you, and so you head over to the warehouse with the address. You walk up to somebody that looks like they know what they're doing, and he very quickly points you to a clerical counter where you hand over the paperwork. They have some rather burly-looking men come over and unload these really heavy sacks of wheat, and then you are paid for your trouble.
Are any of the burly-looking men Dragonborn?
They are not.
Damn it.
Dragonborn are quite rare in this part of the world.
All right. Once they're done, you know, we'll when's our side? I guess it's time to, you know, stable the horses and, you know, stow the cart and head to lunch, hoping to bump into everybody else.
Okay, so you guys do that. You head out to lunch. There are stabling fees. It's 2 silver per horse and 5 silver for the cart. Per day.
Oof. So,
But
we
that
have
takes care
5
of feeding
horses.
them and all cart repairs and things like that.
So we have 5 horses in the cart, which would mean 15 silver a day.
15 silver a
Right.
day, yep. Or 1.5 gold.
And we can take it from the funds. That's what we got it for.
Alright, so you stable them, you pay the fees, and off you go to have some lunch. You head back to the same Gorge and Boar, restaurant you guys are very familiar with at this point. Head inside, get something to eat. Alright, that being said, what is Bologna doing now? She's been kicked out and she's clothes shopping, right?
Yes.
Alright. Anything in particular that she's looking for?
I mean, by all means, she would like to get a new robe. Doesn't have to be magical, but she'd like something relatively new. She's been wearing the same clothes for like over a good couple of months now.
Roll me a D100.
Okay.
Fun! Have fun!
You find pretty much just about any clothes that you could want that are non-magical. You find robes of all sorts of different shades, all sorts of different materials. They vary in price. There are a few caveats, obviously. I'm not just going to let you have free reign. But with a 96, you can find pretty much whatever outfit you're looking for that's non-magical.
I mean, she would prefer something either in red or black, but I know that black is a hard color to find.
Black is a very rare color, yes.
Yeah. There's nothing in black.
Holy shit. Sorry.
Okay. What colors does she see? I guess which ones are like the most expensive to like?
The most expensive colors are black and purple.
Okay. And how much will that put her back?
If she was going for a black robe, is it just pure black robe, or is she going for a black robe with like trim and stuff on it, or?
I mean, she would like the trim, but she knows that's going to cost more, so she just decides to go pure black.
So a pure black one would be 5 gold.
Mm-hmm.
If she wants trim on it, then it is 10 gold for one that has like a simple gold trim on it, and it's 20 gold for one with ornate trim.
Of course. Cool. She'll just go for a nice red robe with some trimming.
Okay. So a nice red robe with some decent trim on it, that's going to be 1 gold.
That.
And then she's got a nice, relatively fancy looking red robe.
Cool.
Yeah, the 2 most expensive colors are black and purple. Black because it is extremely hard to get something to dye dark enough to be black. Purple because that is one of the hardest colors to make a dye for historically.
Yeah, fun fact. The reason why you don't see any flags around the world having purple on the flag is because it was so expensive to make purple.
Yep, that's why it's often associated with royalty and
You do
richness.
you do not know how excited I was to tell that fact. Anyways, continue.
I know.
I know this one. I know this one.
There
I
you
got
go.
that reference.
Yeah. All right. So you got yourself a nice fancy new robe. What you doing with it? Where you going?
She's gonna see if she can find like somewhere that's nicer to stay than a hospital.
Okay. So she goes looking around, seeing if she can find a better inn or a better hospital. No, there's actually a fairly nice inn here. This one is much higher end though, being close to the castle, close to the Grand Cathedral, and not far from the nobles. It obviously is going to be higher quality, and with that comes the cost of higher quality. However, it's got all private rooms. Every room has fresh linen. It is very top quality.
Yeah.
They also
Have
stable
bathing.
1 horse for free per room.
Cool. What's the price on that?
Do they have bathing?
The price on that is 2 gold per night. And yes, there is bathing.
Good. Okay. That's good.
Cool. Well, she can't afford that, so she's gonna try and see if she can look for work instead.
Yeah, that one is quite expensive. I don't know
How
how
much
much
gold
you
per
actually
night?
have. It's 2 gold per night. Petra could easily
do that.
afford that.
Oh yeah.
Petra could put all of you up there with no problem. Petra is
Yeah.
quite loaded. So if you're looking for something that's slightly lower, there is another place that you can stay. Yeah, the hospital. No. No, there is another place that's slightly lower end in the Crooked Brook. It is this building here. It is a smaller inn. It's fairly nice rooms. They do have some private rooms. The private rooms are slightly more expensive than the non-private rooms. For just a bed in a non-private room, it's 1 silver piece. For a private room, it's 5 silver pieces per night.
Cool. Alrighty. Should note this all down.
And this one does not have a bath.
Okay. Wow. She'll write that all down, and she'll go to the castle and wait outside, because I'm guessing people are gonna go there at some point.
Okay, so she goes to wait at the castle. Alright, Petra. Your haircut is done. What you doing?
Once her haircut is done, she's gonna, put her hair up in a proper ponytail.
All that work I just did, and you just put it in a ponytail?
Yeah.
You monster.
She's Petra.
She
Not
got it cut
baloney.
specifically for a nicer ponytail.
Yes. And then she'll head towards the bridge for a nice lunch before going off to find everybody.
Right,
Only to
so-
find them.
Yeah,
At
so
the-
she goes there and finds everybody except Baloney.
Yeah, and I would like to say Petra would not be immediately recognizable to everybody until they looked at her necklace.
Yeah, she's got her hair all nice done. She's got new clothes on. Like, Petra's looking good. So she walks in. She's not immediately recognizable to most people. The store owner, being Borgian, and being obviously halfling himself, very quickly is able to distinguish Petra and leads her off to find somewhere to eat. Mentions that her friends are there and asks if she would like to join them.
Yeah, of course I would.
Right. So he leads her over and just kind of gestures to the table that they're sitting at. Doesn't bother pointing out that it's you, because to him it's obvious that it's you. He didn't even consider that your friends might not recognize you. And then he goes off to go fetch you a menu.
And Petra will just immediately take a seat.
Alright, perception check from Windsor and New.
And Toby.
Yeah, and Toby. Toby's there too.
I see shit.
Yes, you do.
Toby don't see crap.
Toby does not. Toby's way too oblivious. But yeah, so New and Windsor pretty quickly figure it out. Toby, not at all.
What does Toby say when he sees this possible stranger sit down at the table? Bex.
What would he say?
You carry a load well, Molly.
Excuse me, but who are you? But it
He'd
would
be like,
terrible British accent.
He would do it in a very blunt way.
he would be like, "Why are you sitting with us?"
You know this isn't
What
your
do you
table, right?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Why am I sitting with you guys?
Nee will like look at him all confused, be like, "This is." In her head, like, this is obviously Petra. What are you talking about?
Excuse me, miss, we're not in need of a prostitute.
Our halfling has longer hair and she eats like she's a black hole. You are not her.
Petra will raise her eyebrow at him and show him the Rex tooth that he helped put on her necklace with the gem in the tooth.
Ah. Why are you different?
I don't know.
For the lols.
Have you eaten?
Why do you think I'm sitting down here?
Cool, let's eat.
Yeah, and she'll get herself.
That
a
sounds
meal.
about right. Yeah, I could see him saying that.
I was like,
Orders one of everything on the menu.
I'm gonna do it.
Somehow I think Bex has had this conversation with Toonie before.
Yeah.
no, luckily, no. Usually
How much
we
does
say,
Petra eat? One meal. Damn.
Wow.
She's late today.
She's just feeling good. She doesn't need the food. She's feeling herself.
Yup.
Alright, so 1 silver per meal? And then what are you guys doing next?
Petra will accidentally put 2 silver down because she's so used to paying so much.
Having gotten our meals, and you will be like, Petra, have you seen not Amaranth?
I haven't seen Balloona. I went to the market to get myself some new clothes and get a haircut and stuff.
Balloony the balloon animal.
yeah.
All right, so
It's gonna take a while for Petra to get the name right. She's not very smart.
either we wait, we go look for her, or we just say fuck it and just go to the Rose Castle with the 4 of us.
Once I'm done eating, I'm gonna head towards the castle. Because I'm assuming that's where all of us want to go.
All right, works for me.
Okay, we'll find her at some point.
And with that, Petra's meal is done, and she gets up to leave. That's gonna be Balloony's turn to do perception check.
Alright, so you get up and you head out, and it's pretty much a straight shot. You get to the Rose Castle. You've been there before several times, so you don't get lost or anything on the way. You come up to the gate and you find balloon animals standing outside of it. What do you do?
Balloon animal, fucking hell.
Perception check for balloon animal.
Yep.
Because Petra's at the front of the gang.
Cool. Alrighty. Second.
Nat 1.
Nat 1.
Ha, fuck you.
Yep, no idea who she is.
What does Balloony say?
Nothing. She just was like, what took you guys so long?
She just doesn't care. She's just like, whatever. That checks out.
All right.
And you're like, excuse me, I have changed.
I am different now, thank you.
No, Patrick doesn't care what they think.
Into the Rose Guards, then, I guess. If
Why
we got
are you
everybody.
standing out here, Emma? Belle. I'm just gonna call you fucking Belle, because that's all I remember.
Good enough. I'm waiting for you guys because we gotta speak to the Rose Guard.
Okay.
We had the last time, so it'll be better to wait for everyone.
Well, that's off to speak to the Rose Guard.
Alright,
Yep.
so, as you attempt to enter the castle, you are immediately stopped by the guards. And they cross their halberds, blocking your entry, and they go, "Halt!
Yeah, the
What are
Japanese.
you doing?"
halberds.
Have information for the captain of the Rose Guards.
That's good and well, but she's banned.
You can turn to her and be like, "What do you do?"
I did nothing. I just
The fact that the nice guard gentleman says your band begs to differ.
Well, whatever. Belle, just stay out here. Let's get
How
this
long is she
over
banned
with.
for?
That's up for the captain to decide.
How can he tell you if you won't let me in?
That's
Well,
not my
I've-
problem, is it?
Well, I've got a group of people here, so they can keep me in line, can't?
Oop, my die rolled off the table. The guards very firmly.
The guard has a
hold-
wild magic surge from that die.
The guards very firmly hold their halberds in place. They clearly have no intention of relenting.
That's what it was like. Whatever.
Petra will just kind of palm towards Belle, kind of gesturing her away from the group to wait.
She just walks off anyway.
Okay, so you guys are going in without her then?
Yep.
Okay, so you go inside. It's the
Girly
guards.
people would not
As
persuade
soon
me.
as soon as you guys split apart, the guards allow everybody else through, and then immediately cross their halberds again, just in case the weird, angry red lady starts throwing a fit or something.
The demon lady.
Yep, pretty much the demon lady.
Wow, that's
the rest
right.
of
She's
you are
even
able
the
to
same
walk.
with color baloney.
Yeah, the rest of you are able to walk inside with no issue.
And Petra will just follow the group to wherever they need to go to talk to the guy.
Of course, none of us have been to see the captain, so none of us
Toby
know where
has.
we're going.
Toby has.
Toby has.
Well, Toby has. That's Toby's with us. That's right.
Also, I was just about to ask Tafal, did the guards give us directions?
They did not. You didn't ask for directions. They
If
just
so-
let you in.
Then once they get in, Neil ask them for directions.
New would already know the way. She's familiar with this area.
To the captain's office? Okay. Fine. That works for me.
The castle's a major
Let's go.
part of the town, so
All
she'd
right,
be familiar,
let's go.
having grown up here her whole life. All right, so you go directly to the room that the guard captain, or the captain of the Rose Guard, is at, and again you see this grumpy old dwarf sitting behind the desk. Do you walk in or do you knock? You
She's
knock.
gonna knock on the door frame.
Okay. So you knock on the door frame, and he looks up, and he goes, "Yeah, how can I help you?"
We've got some information to share, about a thing that, do we have someplace private that we can talk that's more private than this?
He knocks on the desk, and immediately the room becomes obscured, and the door behind you closes. And you can see, there's almost like a crystalline effect across all the windows that wasn't there before.
He's gonna be, slightly, just enamored with the, barrier magics that are protecting the room.
Petra
Ooh,
will just-
fancy.
Petra will give her a gentle nudge with her elbow to get her to start talking.
Yes. So, we have information about the cult name,
Shadowfingers.
the Shadowfingers. I do believe Toby was here and specifically talked to you before, but yeah, we come bearing information and to see what other developments have happened in the time we've been away.
Exposition dump.
Are you exposition dumping?
She will exposition dump basically everything. She'll be not entirely forthcoming with like how all this information came to be, i.e. the book, but also if pressed about the book.
Well, just tell me what you're exposition dumping. Don't tell me if I was pressed, I would say this because you haven't been pressed yet.
She'll tell him we've done some traveling to, look into this cult. We've learned the names of each of the 5 Shadowfingers. We've learned what their phylacteries should be, which is, in case you didn't know what needs to be destroyed to kill a lich, which she will explain. And she'll explain like the encounter they had with the one in the other plane. And then just, that we needed to come back to provide this information and to see what other things had transpired because, we were in that plane only a couple days by our, perception, but it was 3 months in this plane.
Okay, so that's what you're telling him?
Yep.
Alright, so he's mostly the entire time just stroking his beard and listening to your story. And he goes, "That's quite a lot of useful information. Well, as far as what's changed here, not much has changed in Fondinia, thankfully. We can't say the same for Pagliora. It appears that one of the liches has attacked and raided several villages in the last couple months. The villages did not survive. They're still counting the bodies.
Do we know which lich raided them?
Well, based on the information you gave me, and the information I had before, it sounds like it's this Jurdu guy. Big lich, big axe. It appears that he's raiding and pillaging for fun, honestly. There doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason. He attacks small settlements and big cities alike. He doesn't seem to have any interest in any other motives beyond that.
Well, based on the history we know of him before he became a lich, that makes sense. That's kind of how he was in life.
The Tsardom of Arodnia may be in quite a bit of danger. It appears that this lich of yours, Izokas, believe that's what you said, the singing one, her song is spreading like wildfire. I've even heard people down here humming it. The other liches have been quiet as far as we can tell. That being said, you guys did do some good work and you deserve a reward. I don't have a lot of them, gold on hand at the moment, but we do have a property nearby that recently became vacant. It's usually state property, but I figure you guys are working hard for the state. You deserve somewhere to rest. If you want it, it's yours.
I'll take it. Petra will pipe up.
We'll take it. We'll take it.
All right, we know Petra's vote. Windsor, Toby.
We're getting rid of Petra? I vote yes. Wait, oh.
No.
Wrong one, wrong
no.
one.
There's other plans.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, it's, let's see. Let's see. Petra's voting yes. I mean, it does sound like an idea, but Petra's voting yes. I mean,
if this is going to be our kind of central hub of where we always have to come back to, it would make sense to hold a residence, and then we don't have to worry about finding room and board either.
Toby will pipe up.
It means I won't need to worry about them. She just kind of says with a far-off look.
Oh, isn't that nice? Petra's worried about us.
Yep,
No.
that's exactly what it is. Definitely.
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. She cares about you guys so much. She actually does.
Alright. Bex, you were saying Toby would say?
Toby's gonna pipe up and ask about, like, furnishings and stuff like that. Will there be anything inside it, or is it just gonna be completely empty?
It's sparsely furnished at the moment, but it is equipped with a pretty high-end kitchen, and it's got several available workspaces in case you want to set up alchemy labs or any other sort of like smithy things like that. There's plenty of space to work with. It's got its own stables as well, in case you need to, house your rides.
You had him at kitchen.
Pretty much, yeah.
Fancy.
Yeah, it's a nice property. He pulls up some documentation, and he goes, here, have a look. And he kind of passes it over, and it's a full document on the building. It is a large building. It is not some small house, and it's actually multiple buildings. It's almost a compound. You can see that there is a main house that could almost be called a manor. It is a large property. It has plenty of room to stable your horses, as well as to keep a few wagons, if you so choose. There appear to be multiple rooms where you could set up either alchemy labs, smithy stations, or other workbenches, in case you so desired. And there's also room to have hirelings, where they can then stay on the property and help to maintain the property. And of course, there is a large storeroom in case you need to store supplies or any goods that you purchase.
Sweet, I'm down. I say we take it.
Yeah.
Right, so you're taking the property?
Yep.
Okay. In that case, the reward that you get for completing this will be the property, as well as some XP, obviously.
Obviously.
So let me just... Ooh, I almost awarded that to the wrong character for X. There we go.
Oh, goddamn. Jesus fucking
Wow.
Christ.
It was a major quest. You guys just completed like a major quest. So yeah, you got a lot of XP for that.
Damn, okay. Jesus.
With that dealt with, Nia will turn to the captain of the guard and be like, inquire as to, what they have, like if he can share what, they have in terms of resources that are, like investigating the cult on their end, and if there's, any farther information.
Well, unfortunately, It seems that you had more information than we did. Most of the people we've been sending out to look for the cult haven't come back.
Could I request that if you do have resources investigating this cult, that you also include in this investigation, them trying to find any information they can on, Zeronian glyphs? Because...
He'll look really confused when you say that. He'll be like, I'm sorry. On what?
Zeronian glyphs. They're an ancient language of the god that we think the cult worships, that we need to decipher so that we can hopefully know what they're planning and stop it.
Well, there's a reason he's not understanding you. You're mispronouncing it. They're called GIFs.
Shut up.
I hate you.
Just shut up.
Petra kicks Windsor in
Well,
the shin for that comment.
I can't say I know what you're talking about, but I'll be sure to make a note of it, and anybody that we send out, I'll have them keep an eye out for Zaronian glyphs.
Okay.
Sounds good.
He knocks on his desk, and the crystalline veil that was protecting the room just kind of shimmers out of existence. And he goes, I appreciate everything you've done for me, and for Fondinia. Unfortunately, there's still a lot more we need to do. But you guys have a new property to go look at, so I suggest you go.
Yeah.
Go ahead, sir.
Did you have any farther information other than what you told us about Jubrix and their activities? Because it sounds like that's gonna probably need to be the next thing we deal with,
Probably
because
not.
they've been active.
But unfortunately, that's about as much as we know. Pagliora has been a little too busy to exactly send out information. So what
Alrighty.
we get is
Petra-
a trickle.
Sorry. Petra will, kind of raise her hand a bit. Do you know if there's a cleric in town that I could possibly visit? I, have something I need to check.
Well, yeah, the Grand Cathedral's right outside the castle walls there.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Large building, large walls, you know. And she'll walk out and start going towards the Grand Cathedral.
Okay. So, you head out to the Grand Cathedral, but let's start at the top. Bologna, you have been locked out during this whole thing. What are you doing?
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Was most probably Toby would say something to the guard to say like, I think one of our rude friend came here previously, and you kicked her out.
He'll think for a moment and he'll be like, short little angry woman.
Yeah, that sounds like her.
Yeah, she came in here and smarted off. I didn't have time to deal with her bullshit.
Yeah, she's a part of the group.
That's fine. She ain't coming in here.
Like ever?
I might change my mind later, but she ain't coming in here right now. I got too much on my plate to deal with her attitude.
Gotcha. That's fine.
I'm looking at some of the buildings, they look like dicks.
That's what Toby's done. So me, Velena, she would have waited a couple of minutes, and if it was taking too long, she would have most probably walked off and tried to find some sort of kind of work to earn some money, because she is poor. Well, semi-poor, but she's poor.
Okay, perception check then.
Sure.
Petra already has a job.
She's like, everybody else is getting fancy shit. She would like some fancy
Well, then-
shit.
With an 18, she would find that there are a few jobs. She does have a seamstress experience. So if she would like to, she can certainly go do that for an hour. Or, by the hour, I mean. And for each hour that she spends there, she would get 4 silver.
Let's see, what's the time?
It's pretty early in the morning still.
Alright, so she'll be there 2-3 hours.
2-3 hours? Okay, we gotta pick one, 2 or 3.
What's the time? So she'll be there for 3 hours.
Okay, so then you'll get 1 gold and 2 silver.
Cool.
Alright, Petra walks out, goes to the cathedral, right?
Yep.
Alright, you go inside, and it's pretty obvious that there's clerics all over the damn building. It's a church.
She will go to the nearest one and ask and inquire about possibly seeing if there's a curse, and she'll take the Crescent of the Warriors code out and just kind of show it.
Okay, so the cleric looks at it, looks at you, and he goes, "Well, that's nice and all, but curse detection services aren't free. We charge five silver to detect a curse, and then depending on if there is a curse and how bad the curse is, there's a charge for removing the curse as well."
Well, she will bring out 5 silver and present it.
Okay, so he takes the silver and he reaches out and he puts his hand on the axe and immediately yanks his hand back. And he goes, "Yes, unfortunately, this object appears to be cursed."
How much would it be to remove it?
He thinks for a moment about the severity of the curse, and he says, "With how dangerous this curse is, 250 gold. Or we can dispel the enchantment, which would remove the curse, for 100 gold, but it would also remove any enchantments."
Petra will think for a moment. And just 250, you said?
That's correct, yes.
And she'll grab out one of her smaller bags and just start putting gold coins in it and just hand it over.
He'll take the gold coins and he'll look through them, and then when he's satisfied that you've paid the full amount, he says, "Okay, I need you to leave your axe here for the rest of the day. We should have removed the curse by tomorrow."
Alright, thank you. And she'll give him the axe.
Alright, so he takes the axe and the gold and he walks off. He goes to a back chamber and he begins to remove the curse.
There we go, now Petra's getting poor.
Yeah. For the record, the curse, had you not removed it, cursed object attacking from any angle other than directly in front of the target is made at disadvantage regardless of all other modifiers. If an attack is made with this weapon, the creature takes 1d4 psychic damage if they attempt any attacks with any other weapon until the next long rest. So essentially, once you use this axe, you can only use this axe, and you can only attack stuff head on. But once the curse is removed, you don't have to worry about that.
Yay!
Which it will be removed by tomorrow.
Alright,
Okay.
well with that, Petra will head off to go view this property because she'll have looked at the address or whatever.
Alright, so the property is right here.
Where?
Right here to the left.
Oh damn. It's way out there.
It's outside of town, but that means you have plenty of space, which is a good thing. Alright, Windsor, what are you doing?
That's a good question. Got that. We got that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to ask my grandma for a haircut when I'm done with this.
Then you can put it in a ponytail.
Yeah.
No. I don't wear ponytails. I don't like it when my hair is up. Gets messy easier, but...
I'm gonna go around to the local, see if there are any local. What am I thinking about?
Do you want me to come back to you?
Well, like soup kitchens and such, anything to help outreach programs to help with the poor and see if they need any help for the day,
Okay.
and then go to the residents.
So the larger cathedral here does a lot of soup kitchen work and handing out blankets and stuff. They need people to help clean old blankets that are brought in and stuff like that, as well as hand out food. And then there is a temple down here, which is much smaller, and they tend to house the sick and try and take care of them to help them as much as they can.
Okay, I'll go to the temple and help out there. It's basically being orderly if they'll have me.
Yeah, absolutely. So they're more than happy to have the extra hand. They need somebody to help, obviously, like clean, keep things going, check on people, make sure they have water and things like that. You know, sometimes you have to help somebody drink with a sponge. Lots of different things like that. They definitely can use your help. So they're more than happy to take you. Okay, that brings us to Neil.
She will have, left pretty quickly. I don't know how quickly after Petra she would have left, but if she could have kept up with Petra, she would have, probably waited outside the chapel for her to come back, because knowing the address or not, it does not necessarily mean she knows where that address is. Well, you would. Also, I assume we got some form of, deed to this land?
So the way that it works is, yes, you would have a deed. However, the deed has not been given to you yet. They have to complete the paperwork before the deed is handed to you. But you did get what's called a promissory note, which is essentially saying that you have a deed coming.
So yeah, she'd wait for Petra and then go with Petra to the new property.
Petra will be like, yeah, that thing was cursed. 250 gold to remove it.
My God.
Yeah. That's okay. I had some spare left over. Not like I need it.
Too bad I didn't think of this earlier, but I probably know somebody that could have removed that. And not costed us 250 gold.
Wow.
Oh well, what's done is done.
Alright,
I
so
mean,
you head
as
to the
long
property?
that-
Oh, okay, continue.
She's just gonna say, I mean, as long as that cathedral's not using the money to... as long as the cathedral is using the money to help people, it's fine. Continue.
Alright, so you guys are heading to the property then?
Yep.
Okay.
I assume you would know just canonly that the cathedral would probably be, putting that into, helping feed poor and whatnot, like you said.
Yeah, I mean, it would generally be, what you would expect from a church. The church here is very reputable.
Which she would then convey to Petra as they headed out.
Yeah. And I head towards the property.
Alright, so you guys arrive, and it is a rather large property. Lots of space, plenty of room for you. As I described before, there is a large stall or stable with room for up to 12 horses, as well as what's called a wagon barn, which is essentially a pole barn, if you know what that is, which is basically a roof on 4 giant poles. So instead of having walls, it's just 4 poles sticking out where each of the corners are, and then a big ass roof over top of it, kind of like an awning or like a gazebo, but for parking your wagons under. And that can fit up to 6 wagons. And then obviously there's the main building itself. Upon inspection, the property is very clean. The building itself is very well maintained for the most part. And then there is an entire wing specifically dedicated to hirelings and to people that you have move in there as well. And the wing that they live in is not taken care of nearly as well. It's not decrepit, but there are definitely some parts of the roof that could use patching and things of that nature.
Approximately how many rooms are there for like hirelings and whatnot?
There are 24 rooms.
God damn. Petra will be like, I'm gonna go check out the master bedroom. And she'll make her way there.
Okay, so...
Master bedroom, more like second house.
Yeah, so you go in and you begin searching for the master bedroom. And you do eventually find it. It is a big room. It is large enough that were you to so choose, you could likely fit enough beds in there to run a small tavern just out of that one room. It is a very large room. Hey, I see a Toonie.
Yes, he is here. I am. Yep, there
Welcome
we
to me. Petra will nod approvingly. This will work for him.
Okay. How does
And
Nia
she'll
react to the property?
Nia would have followed her to the master bedroom because she too is curious to see what like the actual living quarters is going to be like, and she'll be like, "Work for who?"
Well, she'll kind of like scratch the back of her neck. My parents. I want to get them away from, there.
Knowing what Petra had told them about, the visions and stuff, Nia would understand that and be like, I'm cool with that. That way none of the others can complain that somebody else has a fancier room, too.
Yeah, I just want to make sure they're safe,
Thinking of you, not Amaranth.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of, the house does have on-site bathing facilities.
Good. Fucking good.
They're not super fancy. It's not like, a public bath or anything like that, but it is
Petra
nice
doesn't
bath.
need fancy. Petra doesn't
cement
need fancy.
pond.
But
Petra just rolls in the mud and she's clean, doesn't she?
shut up.
Not anymore, apparently.
She's like a chinchilla. She does dust baths.
Ah, I see.
Not anymore.
Oh, she's now got the better life. It's that wine I gave you, wasn't it? That's just it.
No.
Okay?
No.
Wine.
Shut. Petra changed her look to the point Toby couldn't recognize her.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah.
Toby would recognise her, but obviously I wouldn't recognise her because I haven't been here. But anyway.
No, we legitimately had to make perception rolls, and Toby rolled a 1.
Yeah.
He didn't recognize her at all.
She had to show him the necklace that he helped with. But anyways.
However, Toby did punch a skeleton, so there was that.
Yeah. Petra will be like, well, the reason I want to go south is because that's where my parents are, and I want to, get them out of there and bring them here. Considering this is going to be the main hub. I guess.
Reasonable. Like, I completely understand. I'm down to do that. And, if the others want to complain, I doubt Toby would. I doubt Windsor would. Not Amaranth might. But, then it's 4 against 1. It's not a problem.
If Raynor stayed with us a little while longer, he probably could have stayed here too.
Yep, he could have. Too bad for him. Alright, that being said, what is Toby doing?
Oh, wait, really quickly.
Uh,
Petra will leave to get the wagon
Okay.
and bring it over.
How up to speed are you, Toby?
Right, so I've been slowly being filled in a little bit by Bex, obviously, while you guys have been talking. So I found out that we've got back, been awarded a house
Yes.
I didn't know who Petra was because she changed everything the way she was. And then went, oh, necklace. Yeah, you, short one. Angry one. Okay. And then apparently I've gone to a marketplace for ingredients.
Yes, at one point you went into a marketplace early on. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I punched a skeleton, apparently.
You did? You punched crap out of it too.
Punched
And then it
crap
got
out.
back up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Petra went for its kneecaps.
Yep.
Nice. Well, I got thunder gauntlets that, do thunder and damage, so hopefully that's useful.
And Petra got a sweet new axe.
Petra got a sweet new axe. Nice.
Cursed axe, yeah.
Yeah. But she didn't get cursed because she didn't attune to it.
Yeah, she was smart.
And
She waited till you guys got to town, and then she went to the cathedral to have a cleric check it for curses.
I take 12% credit for that. That was New's idea.
Fair enough.
No, you
I mean,
take, you can
everybody-
take 90%.
Everybody
You
was yelling it. Like, don't just use it. Like, it was pretty great.
Petra at this point is just like, she's getting wiser as time goes on.
Slowly but
So-
surely. Alright, so what's Toby doing?
Right, so where are we at right this second?
Well,
Everybody's leaving the Rose Castle,
Right.
having just been awarded this property.
Cool. Well, I'd want to go see what the property was then.
So you would have
so
tagged
then
along
you'd
with me and
probably,
Petra?
yeah.
Then you would be with Petra and New. Did you hear the description of the property or no?
No, I haven't heard that yet.
Okay, so the property is a large property with it's almost a compound as it has several buildings. It has a horse stable that can stable up to 12 horses. It has a pole barn that you can park up to 6 wagons beneath. And then it has a large manor type building for actual residency. This large manor type building has a wing specifically for hirelings or anybody that you invite to live with you. It can fit up to 24 people. And then, of course, the main manor itself has a room that each of you can take, as well as a master bedroom. There are actually 8 primary bedrooms, including the master bedroom.
I actually have a question now, because assuming Toby came with us, when Petra went to go check out the master bedroom and New went with, would Toby have followed?
No, Toby would have just let you two go off and check the master bedroom. Toby would have gone to find a different bedroom that was probably closer to the ground floor.
Alright.
Okay. Also,
'Cause I was-
because you weren't here for the description, the building itself has a top of the line kitchen,
Sweet.
as well as a full storage building.
Cool.
Also,
Where
we're
you-
going
where you-
south.
I don't understand why we need all this wagon space. I thought we're just gonna, drop the whole wagon thing and then go murder hobo. But fair enough if you wanna. Wagons, I mean, jeez.
No, we're merchants. We need the wagon.
Well, yeah, I mean, we need the wagons to drag the bodies around.
Oh,
Exactly.
that's it. Yeah, bodies. Yeah, forget the bodies.
Yeah.
I thought we just gave the bodies to now Belladonna.
No, we
So
bring
she
the
could-
bodies into like a tavern and whatnot, and we specifically bring them in to put them out a window.
Gotcha.
I knew that was coming.
Out the window. Do we have a pit out the window so it saves with the whole burying things? Because otherwise, it's going to get tiresome.
No, because this is just a random tavern.
Oh,
We go
right.
You
there-
got 22 minutes left, guys.
Sorry.
Okay.
I'm
Anyway.
digress, my bad.
Continue.
So Toby's wandering around, picking a room.
He would have picked a room, and then he would have probably gone down to the kitchen and seen what all the utensils were and everything for him. At which
Okay.
point, Jeeves would probably breathe a sigh of relief, as a homunculus servant does.
Yep, because it is a very nice kitchen. It is well equipped. It's got just about everything that you're going to need for cooking. There's also several different rooms in the same general area that are like workspace rooms, though they're not currently equipped with any sort of tooling. They do have enough space that you could potentially install a smithy or an armory or whatever it is that you guys choose to do. Those rooms are entirely up to you, so long as you have the money to pay for it.
Get tons of potion making.
You can certainly do that.
Yeah.
And with hirelings, as long as you hire somebody capable of alchemy, you can potentially have them just continuously produce stuff.
Obviously, that
I would
costs
say
more
we-
money.
It would cost us money, but it would be a good thing to have. And then
Yes, that's
Petra
what
will.
I'd be doing.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Along the way to get the wagon, Petra would be like, you know, it's funny. My mom would never think I'd have that kind of a property.
Yeah, it's quite an extravagant property.
She wouldn't expect me to be at the head of a merchant company either.
Yep. All right. So, Windsor is spending the day working, correct?
Yeah.
How long does he intend to work? Or is it just going to be until they don't need him anymore?
Until we don't need him anymore.
Okay. Then he'll be busy for the day. New, you have been wandering around with Petra. She went off to go get the cart or the wagon. Did you go with her?
Actually, I probably would have stopped her because we already paid for it. They're not going to give us the money back. We might as well take advantage of, them actually feeding it and us not having to feed it for the day.
The
like
wagon?
the horses and everything. Well, that and stabling the wagon.
Yeah, you know how much those wagons eat.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
huge stomachs on those wagons.
They
They put Petra
have
to shame.
they have a very, healthy appetite. They prefer goblins and, other small creatures of that nature.
Oh, alright. Well, I'm gonna bunk in the master bedroom for now, then.
Alright.
Is there... Actually, is there anything that we could probably do around here? Just, for fun or whatever? Oh, wait! No! I need to go to the Virgin Restaurant. I'll be back, and then she'll just run off.
Alright.
Nina doesn't even know where she's gonna bunk yet because ideally she wants to, have a room near Petra's room because, one and only, close friend thing. So, yeah.
Well, there are 4 rooms on the first floor, and there are 4 rooms, including the master bedroom, on the second floor.
Baloney's an asshole. Amaranth was better.
I was just telling Jimmy, he's like, how did they react? And I was like, well, they don't like me anymore. More so, they prefer Amaranth than they did before Bologna, but here we go.
Windsor didn't notice a difference.
But that being said, with everything, kind of handled at the, house and everyone rushing off, you will head out to kind of in the same direction that Petra went, but towards the markets to try and find some shops for alchemy stuff as well as a armory or armor or something like that to see if she can get some higher quality armor because it's light armor proficiency. Yeah, warlocks have light armor proficiency.
Is this the Virgin Restaurant here? I just pinged.
I didn't see your ping. I was looking at something. Yes, that is it.
Okay, well Petra goes there and asks if they need any help with
It's New's turn though. Yeah, wait.
stocks. Yeah.
Alright, so New, you were saying you're looking for armor?
Armor and alchemy shops.
Okay, are you looking for alchemy ingredients or are you looking for alchemy equipment? Because if you're looking for ingredients, you're going to want herbalism shop. If you're looking for equipment, you want the alchemy shop.
So ingredients and new recipes.
Okay, new recipes you can probably find from the alchemy shop. Ingredients, there will be some at the alchemy shop, but most of the herb types will be at the herbalist.
Yeah.
Okay, that being said, I need you to roll me a d20.
Well, decent? That is not decent.
Okay. A6. They do not have any of the ingredients that you really need.
Fun. Do they have any new, recipes I might be interested in?
With a 6? Let's see. They do not.
It.
Maybe next year, kid. No. All right.
No, she
Bologna.
can still check at the college
She
later.
can still check at the college later. Bologna, what's Bologna up to?
Well, seeing as she would have fully finished work, she'll most probably have gone to the restaurant because she knows that most people go to there, so hopefully she can find when everybody is.
Okay. She will run into Petra there.
Cool. And she'll ask Petra, like, where's the house? Well, I don't know actually. So what?
You don't know that you have a house.
That's what I'm saying. So what was the update?
Well, we have limited information about potentially something. Where was it? What the fuck? Ponia, I think. But
You're talking about the nation that's essentially being attacked?
yeah,
Pagliora.
Pagliora. What the fuck? Where is that?
Paglioria.
It's directly to
Oh,
the
yeah.
east of
I'm dumb.
Sundania.
Yeah, she'll just kind of relay the information that she got, but keeping it not extremely detailed, because A, she's dumb, and B, she knows it's not something that they want other people knowing. But once she's done with the conversation, she'll head off to find the restaurant owner.
Okay.
Is she gonna tell me where the house is, or does she not tell me where the house is?
Oh, she will kind of direct her towards where to go for the house, giving her the direct address.
Cool, that's fine. And she'll just make her way there.
Okay.
But I've already.
So she heads off. It doesn't take her very long. She's given pretty decent directions, surprisingly. And she's able to find the property. It is rather large. What's the first thing she does when she gets to the property?
She'll look for. Is there a basement?
There is a cellar.
She'll go down to the cellar and check it out.
Alright, that's creepy.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, it's not like
I
you're
mean-
sleeping in a graveyard or anything.
Yeah, like
Playing in my own grave,
somebody
right?
we know.
Talking shit about my cleric. I see how it is. Alright. But yeah, so you go down into the cellar. It is fairly humid down there, as well as a nice temperate temperature down there. It's very evenly tempered. Other than that, it's just a pretty empty, boring cellar. There doesn't seem to be anything remarkable about it, but it's also in great condition. It's a well-maintained property, so at least there's that. Is there anything in particular she's looking for down there?
Nothing in particular. She's just saying if she could maybe make this her space.
If she wanted to, she could. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's well insulated. It is
I
a
mean,
nice
other than
cellar.
other than the need to store food, I don't see an issue. I mean, they don't even have that there. They have a storehouse actually.
Yes, you do have a storehouse as well. Okay.
And we
Anyways.
can't have a wine cellar.
Yeah, it's mostly designed for wine and.
Yeah,
large
anytime
variety of
news
gas.
down there, it's a wine cellar.
No, now Petra is gonna collect all the exclusive, expensive wines. She's been hooked.
Hooray!
So, that being said, Petra was looking for the owner.
Yes, she wants to flag him down, see if he has any work for her. Because she wants to help him out, because, fellow Borgian.
Yep. So he thinks for a minute and he says, "Well, probably use someone to pick up some more fresh ingredients. We're running low on fish."
Hey, I know where to get those.
Yep. Yeah, you were just down by the warehouses earlier. You know exactly where they do all that stuff. That being said, obviously you gotta go pick up a barrel of fish and
Yep.
bring it back. Which
Yep,
will take
she
you a
will
little
go-
while.
She will go and grab and be like, "Hey, I need some fish. How much for one barrel?"
A barrel of whitefish is local, so it is 8 silver pieces, 5 copper pieces.
8 silver and 5 copper.
8 silver and 5 copper.
It's 85
She'll get
cents.
2. 8 silver and 5 copper. She'll just get 2
Okay.
for 16.
Yep.
Fuck. And she will
There's
do her
1
best to
gold,
haul them.
7 silver.
Should I do strength check? See.
Well, you're not attempting to do it within a time period, so it'll be fun. You will eventually get them there.
Yeah.
So you will do that, and
Yep.
then Toby, you've managed to check out the kitchen. What you doing now? Besides leveling up.
Yeah, sorry, I was just leveling up.
you're fine.
So yeah, it's, what was I going to do? Not really much else I can think of doing. I'll probably just be setting up the kitchen because it won't be set up at all, so.
Yep.
I'll just be setting up, putting all the pots and pans in the right place because no one ever puts it right properly. And I'll be getting Jeeves to give me a hand with it. So there'll be
Okay.
lots of clattering around in the kitchen.
So you're setting to work already. You're making that kitchen your own. Nice.
Pretty much.
All right, Windsor. You are still feeding the poor?
Yes.
Or no, you're helping the sick. That's right. You're helping the sick.
Yeah, helping the
Because
sick.
you went to the temple. That's right.
And the
Yes.
poor.
Okay. Yep. Okay. That being said, we have 9 minutes
Poor sick.
left. Is there anything anybody wants to do before we call it a night?
Oh,
Amaranth. Oh, sorry, not Amaranth. Jesus, I even said that myself. Valona's just gonna start setting up the cellar as her kind of abode.
Okay.
Once-
So she's
once-
taking the cellar. Got it? Let me write that down.
He wants to find recipes, damn it!
Windsor, towards the end of the day when he gets back, he'll suggest if we want to, since it is set up for residency and servants, that you remember talking with the monks back at the town where we'd release the ex-slaves, that they were overpopulated with workers and might be able to take some see if we could move some from there if anybody's interested.
Yeah. Once Petra.
We could start correspondence with the monks first.
Yeah.
That'd be a cool
We're heading
idea.
south first.
Alright. We will say that the day passes, and then just tell me what you did for the day, starting with Bellona. She just set up her room, that's it?
Yeah, set up a room really. And she might have just gone shopping for see if she can find any kind of runes and stuff like that, just to for her void journal and stuff like that.
Okay. You
The
said...
magical stuff. She was just mainly just shopping for magical stuff. She hasn't really thought about what she's wanting to shop for, but she wants the magical stuff.
Okay, so she sets up her room and goes shopping. Okay.
Yeah.
Petra, what does Petra do after the fish barrels?
Once Petra is done, she'll go back to the residency and she'll set up the master bedroom, kind of in a really weird way. Like it would look strange to the others.
Yeah, right. I like it.
And then she'll go outside, just kind of maybe look for some logs or something, and start just carving at them.
Alright. Making her own decorations, nice.
Yep.
You'll be setting up the kitchen. Windsor went back and started telling people about everything. New.
Oh, just as a quick one, sorry.
Okay.
I'm going to be cooking a fancy meal for everyone when they get back. Just so.
Sounds nice. Fancy meal in your nice new house.
Exactly.
Alright, I like it.
Well, let's see how much Petra eats, probably.
Yeah. Alright,
I think you're going to like it.
so Windsor comes back
There
at
you
the
go.
end of the day and suggests, helping the former slaves return to a sense of normalcy by hiring them. It's a pretty honorable thing to do. I like it.
Petra will agree.
Alright, that's good. So we've got 2 people that think that hiring the former slaves is a good idea. What about Toby?
Oh, I'm good with that. Yeah,
Okay.
you know, as long as they work hard.
And Bellona probably doesn't care.
Pretty much, yeah.
Be it.
All right. And how does Niu feel?
She's down. Although she would also note that, you know, Petra had some business down south that seemed more pressing. Without
Well,
really elaborating.
Petra
Because
will interject and say, well, when we go south, there is a way to get to where we were. It's not too far. It's actually rather close. But yeah, we can sweep back and, you know, reconnect and stuff.
Yep, you sure can.
Sounds good.
All right. So that being said, it sounds like we've got a general idea of what you guys want to do with the property, which is pretty awesome. I'm going to go ahead and pause the game here.
Yeah, Petra's gonna be
think it
carving
was,
shit.
Yeah, I think it was a good session. I had a fun time. Hopefully you guys did too.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what the fuck's going on with stuff. Oh,
Did not-
that's definitely something I'm gonna have to ask Toby about
I did
next
not get to
session.
do the thing I wanted, but honestly, this is a good outcome too.
Oh, just to say, next Saturday I'm only working the day shift. I'm only working up till 5 o'clock, so I'll be ready for 10 o'clock in the evening. Obviously.
Awesome.
Next
So
week.
you'll be here for the whole session. Cool.
Yeah,
Because
rather than last
I
half.
totally, definitely don't have anything evil planned for next session. Why would I do that?
I'd like you to know that the roles I did for you when you were fighting were fucking good. You killed something
Yeah.
straight with 2 attacks.
Yeah,
you know?
she plays Toby better than you.
That's no surprise. I'm shit
She
with
got-
my dice.
Yeah, everybody was rolling ridiculous. Windsor got 2 crits in 1 turn.
Oh, I see. You get the crits when I'm not here. I see how
That's
it
right.
is.
Talk to you guys later.
And then Petra was able
I
to
just-
deflect attacks.
Alright, I'm setting up the roll rota right now. I'm gonna go ahead and stop.
I'm waiting.